Afro nerd, I think Afro nerd, I think you need to come to conclusion that you have an unhealthy obsession with CT. You have an unhealthy obsession. I mean, it's CT, but I mean, listen, I love CT to death, right? I would never send him an email 11 o'clock at night. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? So Afro nerd, let me ask you this. Do you love CT? Do you think he's great? Do you think he's a great man?
Bro, I'm not going there with you on this one.
Okay. Do you love him? Do you love him as a human being? Look, as a human being.
This is SNL. Get ready for SNL, bro. Get ready for SNL.
Hey, Ty. Since you admitted that this was you, then okay, let's talk about this. This is what you sent me at 10:30 at night. Do you remember this, Afro nerd? Yes?
Barely, because I said a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, well.
Do you not understand how that doesn't help you in this moment at all? It actually adds to his whole...
Man, your name is Gimpy. I don't have to take anything you say seriously.
It's okay. You can make fun of my tag all you want.
You look more and more like Guru's minion. You look like a human minion.
I understand that it hurt your feelings, sir, by pointing out your willful ignorance. Again, I understand. I understand. I'm okay with you calling me names, dude. You could call me all the names you want, but it says more about you, what you're doing now and saying for your defense, sir. Listen to what the man is saying.
I'm not defending. I'm just saying what happened.
Hold on.
This is weirdo stuff.
I didn't even bring you up today, but you said you sent me this stuff, so okay.
Well, you're gonna twist it anyway, so
this was okay. Hold on. This is
what does it say? What does it say? Look what it says. Go ahead.
I'm out of here. guys. I'm getting on camera. I'm getting on camera though. I'm getting on camera real quick. I'm about to get on camera. Before I leave.
This is crazy.
Hang tight for me, Jack.
I ain't going this deep into it.
It says, okay, I'll read it.
I can read my words.
Okay, go ahead.
Not victimology, just acknowledgement and survival. To come from this and to produce global culture, the Harlem Renaissance, HBCUs, and their graduates to this day, and countless inventions, accomplishments, and discoveries are laudable and incredible. Your trolling discredits your degree. Just saying.
Okay.
Now that's Jim Brown talking. That's masculine.
Okay.
It's not how you are putting it. You giving the Bantu remix.
Okay, that's fine. Now this is the link that you sent with that email. This is what you sent.
Pastor Wilkins of Chasing Our History. You are inside of a slave breeding house. You're inside of a slave breeding house. I promise you when I tell you this, there are spirits in this place and you can feel them real heavy.
Lived here and they cannot assimilate. So now they want to feel important by trying to come at us, the Africans. Sir, we are not of the same class. We are here for the new America that the white man built. The white man opened the door. They say, sir, Mr. Damus, all we want you to do is, be a good American, assimilate in this society. That's all we want you to do. Follow the rules and regulations of the country. Do not destroy the country. Contribute, work, and add to the economy. Make sure, you bring the skills and talents that you have and contribute to this country. And that's what I'm doing. God bless George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and all the founding fathers.
Check it out. Must be the money. Must be the money that's got them on my side. Must be the money. Must be the money. I'm never to me. Check it out. Be the money, must be the money. I've got so much bling. Must be the money, must be the money. 26 with all this wealth. Must be the money, must be the money that funds my lifestyle. Must be the money, must be the money. The party's at my place.
After all, AIDS is a deadly, incurable disease. But no matter how you come to judge Charles Wheeler and his partners in ethical, moral, and inhuman terms, the fact of the matter is, when they fired Andrew Beckett because he had AIDS, they broke the law.
What up, Mike? Salute to you, man. Positivity is definitely coming your way, buddy. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. I want to talk about Jamal Bryant today. Jamal Bryant, he is a pastor. I never really listened to him. I don't really listen to any of these pastors, to be completely honest with you, for a multiplicity of reasons. One of those reasons being these people are, in my opinion, charlatans. They are individuals who, they are not true faith, or they don't have a true faith. A lot of it is just a money grab. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I don't really listen to any of these mega pastors. But salute to their business model, and salute to the people who want to attend their church. But I don't listen to these people. I don't necessarily know him. I do know TD Jakes. I know of the other ones, I guess, right? TD Jakes. Who's the other guy? Who's the guy out in Texas? Joel Osteen. He's more of a motivational speaker, if you will. But supposedly Jamal Bryant's wife wore a very, very provocative dress at the NAACP award, one of these Negro awards. And it doesn't shock me. It doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, to be completely honest with you, the Christian church in America has always, the Protestant church, particularly amongst the blacks, have always been decentralized, fragmented. And it doesn't surprise me about the dress at all. I mean, the only institution in America that I could think of where modesty was central to the women was the Nation of Islam. And there are no ifs, ands, or buts about that. The Nation of Islam produced, or has produced, very, very modest women. And it took women off the streets, and not just off the streets, but it refined women. And, you know, as much as people don't want to believe it, Islam, for all intents and purposes, is a religion where the majority of women adhere to its principles. To be honest with you, it's the Christian church is the only church that really, and you know, from not even just my opinion, but from what we can see, it doesn't adhere to it. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. I went to school with a lot of Muslim women, Muslim females, and they weren't provocative on the same level as a lot of Christian women. To be completely honest, well, Christian girls at the time, to be completely honest with you, the Christian girls were the ones who stayed in gossip, stayed in drama, dressed like hoes. To be completely honest with you, man. And it was
it's like that now. I mean, let's be honest about it, man. A lot of these clubs aren't filled up by Muslim females in America. They are not. A lot of these clubs are filled up by Catholic girls, Pentecostal, Baptist. A lot of these clubs aren't filled up by these Muslim females, man. And, it's the truth. I wish I could, not wish, but maybe one day I'll go outside and do an IRL and, wait outside of a club and just interview a lot of these girls coming out the clubs. Hey, what is your religion? And, more than likely, they are not going to say Islam. They're not going to say Muslim. They're not. But shout out to you, Mike. Positivity is definitely coming your way, buddy, at the speed of light. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. DMville, what's up, buddy? Positivity is coming your way at the speed of light. DMville, are you familiar with Pastor Bryant? And are you familiar with what his wife wore over the weekend? Let's see. Moxie says, clubs are fun when you are young. No Sharia law. Fuck that. Well, I mean, again, this is one of the reasons why, Christian women are in the predicament that they get into. Islam already gives you guidelines to live by. And you don't get a lot of women, for example, let's use the whole he graped me last night because I was so wasted and drunk acting like a hoe. I don't know what happened. So you don't really get a lot of that in Islam because they don't drink a lot, for one. And for two, they're not going out to the clubs, Moxie. So, to a degree, I'm not promoting Islam. I'm not a Muslim. But we have to acknowledge this, Moxie. And I get it. A lot of females want to behave in a certain manner, be free. But there are consequences of this type of behavior. And this pastor, like I said before, man, his wife can, she can dress the way she wants to dress. But the fact of the matter is that, she's promoting whoredom. She's promoting whoredom, to be completely honest with you. Salute to you, Moxie. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Questions to Ponder says, we do not know whatever happened. CT, stop acting like drinks are not spiked. You could drink water and wake up not knowing what is going on. Stop the bullshit, Questions to Ponder. No, you got to stop watching these movies. No man is out here spiking drinks. That's bullshit. And it also undermines men. Most women, when they go out to drink or when they go out to party, they want to, I don't want to curse early because of the algorithm, but they want to, and the fact of the matter is that this is what women do now. So here goes Question to Ponder, a woman. Now she's going to place the blame on the man. Now the men are out here spiking drinks. No Questions to Ponder. I've been at the clubs. I've seen women drink until they black out in the clubs. I've seen women say, I don't need to take any money to the clubs because men will buy me drinks. Question to Ponder. Stop it. Stop. Bad girl. Questions to Ponder. There is no reason. There is no purpose of clubs, to be completely honest with you. They're stupid. People just sitting around dancing. You can do that. You can do that dumb shit at home. And I have to admit this, man. This is probably what makes Islam a lot better than Christianity to a degree, man, because Islam will condemn the club behavior, the club activity. Get the likes up, guys, talking about spiking drinks. Ain't nobody spiking no goddamn drinks. A lot of these, ain't nobody got to spike a drink of a hoe. Question to Ponder. A lot of these women that go to the clubs are hoes. I mean, let's be honest about it. A lot of women, you a hoe when you over 30 going to a club. I mean, what your ass doing in the club? Because you a hoe. You a hoe. You a hoe. You that's hoe shit. That's hoe behavior. What are you? The average woman, let's be honest, Question to Ponder. the average woman, what does the average woman wear to the club? She's already dressing provocatively. The average woman ain't wearing no goddamn long dresses down to no club. The average woman is not wearing something that covers her cleavage. The average woman is showing her cleavage, showing her ass, showing her legs. So she is asking to be disrespected. She's asking to be sexualized, and she wants to be sexualized. And this pastor, hey man, hey, do what you want to do, Pastor Bryant. Have your 60-year-old wife dressed like a hoe, but that's fine. But you send a message. You represent a church, and you represent a body of people. And if you want to, promote this behavior, hey man, more power to you. But this is why I always will say the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he knew what he was doing. You got to cover these women up. You have to cover these women up. And I could tell you this, Questions to Ponder. You could pretend all you want that men are spiking drinks, which they are not. You could pretend all you want. But the fact of the matter is that women, if they listen to the actual scripture, if they listen to men like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Minister Louis Farrakhan, if they listen to men who told them cover up, they wouldn't even be in a position to go to a club and get anything spiked, which doesn't really happen. But I'm going to play your game. Shout out to you, Questions to Ponder. Positivity is definitely coming your way. Mike says, CT, bottom line, if your wife wants to dress like a hoe behind the scenes with you, no doubt. But in public, a woman should look presentable. I think Moxie will agree. Yes. One of the biggest markets in Saudi Arabia is lingerie, but it's inside the home. And that's totally fine. If you want, listen, what you do sexually with your spouse or significant other is your own right. You are in your own right. But when you come outside and you have a mini skirt on and you're showing all legs and you got your cleavage showing, oh, you a hoe. You a hoe. Oh, CT, if you had any kids, if you had a daughter, would you call her a hoe? Yes, I would call her a hoe. That's what hoes do. Oh, Dad, how do I look right now? You look like a hoe. You look like a little hoe. You look like a little hoe. And so Minister Bryant, Pastor Bryant, listen, I don't know the man. I've seen him occasionally, but to me, I think that I believe that sets a bad example. Now, if she dressed like that inside the home, hey man, do what you want to do. But you represent thousands of people, and your wife is the representation of you. And if you want her to look like a hoe, hey man, she's a hoe. Let's see. Questions to Ponder says she is asking to be disrespected. Wow, CT, you and your flying monkey YouTube friends, of course, have no accountability for your behavior. You are all a pack of rats who move like a gang. No, Questions to Ponder, sweetheart. I've always thought in this manner. I've always thought this way. Believe it or not, Questions to Ponder, I wouldn't even want women around me with short shorts on back in the day when I was in college. I said, you can't be around me like that. You can't be in the vicinity of me. First of all, it's a liability issue. And I don't want to be around a woman who looks like a goddamn prostitute. You look like a prostitute. I knew girls in college that used to dress like that, skimpy. And I used to ask them, why are you dressed like that? That's not godly. That's not what a woman should look like. It looks vulgar. And it does, Questions to Ponder. It looks vulgar, sweetheart. And you as a woman with your intellect, you should know that dressing skimpy is vulgar. That's disgusting. Shame on you. Let's see. Southern Jeans, what's up, sweetheart? Says, I don't think it's just these men. There was a video made of a Muslim woman walking down a path with her body completely covered with her normal wear and no heads turned. Then she walked by. Let me see. Guys, get the likes up, share the video, man. Who else? Skywalker, what's up, buddy? Positivity is coming your way. Black Bear, salute to you, man. Says CT, damn. Get the likes up. Question to Ponder says, so now you are blaming what she is wearing. CT, stay home. Yes, I am blaming what she's wearing. Everybody is accountable for their action. Just like somebody is accountable for drinking alcohol and killing people or K-wording people. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry about that. Yes. Everything you do when you go out in public, you are accountable. Yes. You are accountable for your actions in public. Questions to ponder. So, for example, a guy who tells his wife, hey, I don't want you to dress. I want you to wear a dress down to your ankle and no cleavage when we go out in public. Well, why is that? Because if you do that, that is me basically saying, okay, I've done everything possible to prevent the other goddamn animals from watching you, because we are animals, as much as people don't want to admit this or not. We're animals. So if a man says something to you, then I will say something, because now I've done everything possible. But if you go out the house dressed like a hoe, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't putting my life on the line for you because you violated something. Because you are advertising your body to a sea of animals. Questions to ponder. So salute to you, sweetheart. But you're absolutely wrong today for this. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're normally right, but you're wrong. Let's see. Questions to ponder says, be accountable. Like when Rush was not, Rush has nothing to do with today's topic, sweetheart. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Question to ponder says, CT, you watch porn. Your opinion is not relevant. Be happy you are married. Stay home. You never have to deal with hoes again. You could talk about me all you want, but I'm right. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was right. His holy apostle, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, was right. Some of the most righteous, some of the most upright females I ever met in my life were in the Nation of Islam. They were trained under the MGT. They were held accountable by the Fruit of Islam. That is the only FBA institution. That is the only institution that I respect. That is the only FBA institution, in my opinion, that had it right. Now, I'm not a big Muslim fan, but you have to look at why the Muslims, they do a lot right, or they have done a lot right. And when it comes to modesty, the Muslims are the Chicago Bulls. Back-to-back champions, man. 6 rings in the 90s, because they do it better. They do it. Guys, get the likes up, guys. Share the video, guys. You got to get these likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Twan, what's up, buddy, with the $5 super chat? They dressed, that dress looked nice on her, but she looks like an easy woman to get with. I like them like that, easy and great. See, look at this man. See, look at Twan. He's an animal. He's an animal. I wouldn't want this Negro around my wife if she's dressed like that, because I can go to the bathroom. He talking to her and everything. I'm going to use some down south slang. Look at this. Look at what this animal just said. I'm telling you. Listen, Twan, this is why I don't listen to women when it comes to these topics, because they're stupid. Question to ponder is stupid when it comes to this topic. Well, women can walk outside half naked. It's their right. Shut up, question to ponder. It's not her right. And it should be the duty of the man to say, you ain't about to go outside looking like a hoe. Because now you're putting my life on the line. You're putting the life of all the men who protect you on the line, because you don't have to go out with cleavage showing, with all your goddamn legs showing. Use a hoe. That's hoe activity. That's hoe stuff. And look at this man, Twan. I rock with Twan. He's a good guy. You know, he's telling you, man, I'll try to get with that. Yes. When a woman is covered from head to toe, it is body language. It is technology language. You know, clothing is technology. It's sending signals to other men. Oh man, you know, maybe she's not to be approached. Who is the guy around? See, I get to asking questions when I see modest women, but when I see women dressed like hoes and prostitutes, hey man, you don't belong to nobody. You don't belong. You I don't know what you are. Crown Reese, what's up, buddy? Salute to you, man. Positivity is coming your way. Guys, get the likes up. Thank you so much, Twan. I really appreciate this super chat. Chris Reed with the $2 super chat. Remember, Mr. CT, both of y'all are grown adults. See, no, it doesn't work like that, bro. It does not work like that. And I don't really get into a lot of these topics, but this was trending and I wanted to talk about it. But the way his wife is dressed, man, that sends a bad signal, man. At the end of the day, man, yeah, the Christian church in America is effed up, especially the Black Christian church. It's really messed up. It's fragmented. It's controlled by women, which the church should never be controlled by women. Women are dumb when it comes to certain institutions. You should never let women control any religious institution. For a host of reasons. One of the reasons is this. You could largely say that the reason why this woman could walk around like that is because the influence of women in the damn churches. See, if the church is really male dominated, men wouldn't really have women walking around like that because that's not what the church was about. The church actually civilized most of the planet and put clothes on women. You know, before Christianity, most women around the globe in India and Africa and South America were walking around goddamn naked, dancing with their booties out until the Christian church civilized these barbarians. So no, Chris, no, because if they were both grown adults, Chris, why in law, if a man sleeps with a woman drunk, the woman could press charges? Because we're both adults. We're both consenting adults, but they can say, oh, well, she wasn't consenting because she was drunk. Well, I was drunk too. Well, you a man, motherfucker. You a man. That's what the courts will say. So no, Chris, no. I'm kicking everybody's back in today. Mike, what's up, man? Says CT is on point. Twan says CT speaking facts. Thank you so much, man. DZ says CT wants women to wear hijabs to the beach, not bikinis. I mean, listen, the Bible itself tells women to cover their damn hair. The Quran ain't the only, I don't even know if the Quran even says it, but the Bible itself says cover women, cover your hair, cover things that are sexual. But you guys, you know, people will say that I'm an atheist and I'm this, that, and the other. But here goes the thing. Once again, I'm more Christ-like than most people when it comes to these things. A woman like that couldn't even come into you guys want the planet to be Sodom and Gomorrah. There are a lot of people who understand that is the fall of man to a degree. Walking around half naked. What does that say about your society? If I'm going to ask you a question, what does it say about your society when women are walking around half naked? Sam says CT never said wear hijabs. He is saying dress modestly. Yes, I am. Questions to ponder says CT, you want a traditional woman, then be a traditional man and learn accountability for yourself and those around you. You want change, start with yourself. Questions to ponder. No offense, sweetheart. You're a woman. I don't need advice from you. I don't need advice from you. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't need advice from you because if society were to fail, I can survive without the help of anybody. You're a woman. You need society to survive. I don't need society to survive. At the end of the day, I didn't grow up in the wilderness, but I do have 50,000 years of DNA in me that can survive. You can't. You need men. You need the protection of a patriarchy. The only reason why you can say that is because of a patriarchy. You're going to lose this topic today. His wife should never come out the house dressed like that. Sorry, you lose this conversation today. You're going to lose this one. You're going to lose this one very badly. This is why the Muslim world is better than the Christian world when it comes to their attire and to their respect. This is why they're respected. Their women are generally respected. You don't see Muslim women in rap videos, in porn. You don't see them half naked on commercials. You just don't see it in their world. They're not going to do it. But you see it all in the Christian world, to be completely honest with you. Skywalker says, you got them in their feelings, CT. Moxie says, oh, snap, it's Joe Curry. Guys, get the likes up. Joe Curry says, true, first time I agree with you, CT. Christians are heathen. Secular people get more respect. And they do. They do. Where's let me see. Question to Ponder says, CT, you are on a platform that can delete you for any reason at any time at their sole discretion. By men, not women. Question to Ponder. I don't know why you are protecting what this woman is wearing. She is a church lady. She is a pastor's wife. She represents the church. Now, if she represented secularism, fine. If she represented, hey, I'm just going to do me, fine. But she's a pastor's wife. She should never, ever look like that. Twan with the $5 super chat. CT, I noticed I had a main lady for years. Unfortunately, my side chicks always dress like hoes. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic that his side chicks dress like the hoes, but his main chick dress modestly? Modestly. Think about that. Get the likes up, guys. Salute to you, man. Guys, get the likes up, guys. We got to get these likes up. The likes have been horrible the last few months. We can get the likes up. Twan, they are pissed. These women, a lot of these women will be pissed at me today. But it's the truth. It's the truth. See, I couldn't run a church. See, women be mad at me. See, a lot of these churches also have weak-ass men. And that's another reason why I don't like these churches, because the men are weak. The men don't chin check a lot of these women. And that's the beauty of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. See, they checked a lot of these women, and they checked the men. Yeah, y'all sit over here, you sit over here. You dress like this, you dress like that. You go to this training, you go to this training. It was a checks and balance within the nation. And that's what, and Twan, the thing about a lot of people on the main streets of YouTube, they call me a coon. Excuse me, guys. They call me a coon. But if you really listen, you can see how I'm preaching righteousness. And here goes question to ponder. A woman trying to tell me how to monitor and control women. This is deeper than women. This is an institution that needs to be upheld. And the Christian church, particularly the Black Christian church in America, look at it now. Empty pew syndrome. You got women in the pulpit talking nonsense. I couldn't even go to listen, I don't go to church anyway, but I couldn't even go to a church and a woman is behind the pulpit. That's absurd. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to no church and some woman behind a pulpit and she just got banged last night. You out of your goddamn mind. Nah, hell no. No. Chris with the $5 super chat. In your thoughts, Mr. CT, will they or should they have a woman president in America? Me personally, I don't believe that women should be in any position of leadership, to be completely honest with you. But this is America. It's a democracy or a federal republic or a republic. So and it's neither here nor there. If the people want a representative at that level, then sure, that's a woman. But me personally, I don't believe women should be in a position of power. And most women don't believe that either, to be completely honest with you. GB, you can't super chat because you possibly are saying something that the algorithm doesn't like. Guys, get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Get the likes up. Swish says CT forgot it's illegal to hold black women accountable. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. Pastor, what's the guy's name again? Pastor, Jesus Christ. I'm losing my damn mind here. Is it Jenkins? No, it's not Jenkins. It's wait a minute. What's the guy's name again? Jamal Bryant. Yeah, Jamal Bryant. Wait a minute. Let me see. Here we go. Jamal Bryant. All right. Hey, I can't play that one. I can't do that one either. Can I do Ricky Smiley? No, I can't do Ricky Smiley either. Who can I do? Who can I play without? I could do Ricky Smiley. I could. You know what? Let me do him real quick. Let me do this guy. Here we go. Here we go.
About my cousin Jamal Bryant and how disgraceful his significant other was basically flaunting whorish clothes.
And this is my first time watching this. That's the pastor right here. He says she's flaunting whorish clothing items. She is, man, to a degree. You don't get this in the Muslim world, man. I'm telling you, you can't find me an imam, a sheikh, maybe, I don't know, a high-ranking Muslim royal and his wife dressed like that in public. You ain't never gonna find that. Let's see what he says. Here we go.
Clothes you can see through with.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
See body parts and all of that stuff.
Because the other day the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on.
Yikes.
People got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness.
Nah. See, look at all the women there. See the women. Oh, Jesus Christ. The women there. You see this one woman, this big fat woman, she's shaking her head. Pastor, they can't tell you how your wife could dress. Yes. Your wife is a representation of you. Yes. This woman, she, nah, child. Nah. Back to the jungles. It's in all of us, man, particularly blacks. We want to go back to the jungles of Africa. We want to be naked again. Women want to be naked again. And you see it. You see one thing I will say about the, Christian church and Islam. They did civilize a lot of the planet by putting clothes on these hoes. You can't build a civilization when the women are walking around naked. I don't know how many times I got to tell you this, man. It's a distraction when women are walking around naked, man. Imagine, hey guys, we want to build this something. So, we want to build this bridge. We want to build this temple. We want to build this aqueduct. And then you got a whole bunch of hoes walking around naked, man. I mean, you ain't gonna want to build nothing. And I believe that's one of the reasons why there was really nothing built in most of the planet compared to places where there was Christianity and or Islam. Because women walking around naked, you want to hunk. Sorry, I don't know if I think I'm good with YouTube. I think I'm good. Chris with the $5 super chat. If Beyonce stick to the church and dresses modern, will she be where she's at today? No, she won't be where she's at today. No, she would not. Mr. Wise Guy says trying to shame hoes is a fool's errand. Running your blood pressure up for hoes is not worth it, to be honest. Twan, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, man. Positivity is definitely coming your way.
Based off of a dress. Now you got to help some people because some people have embraced the full knowledge of ignorance without any assistance for understanding. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. But
you hear him? And one thing about these prosperity preachers, they have an ability to lie, but they use the call and response. And this is one of the oldest techniques in the black church, particularly the black church, because the black church is really emotional. It's not really intellectual, to be honest with you. And so they use a call and response. The dress wasn't see-through, but it was the color of skin. And it makes you seem like he's right, but he's really not right. I mean, why would it be skin tone? Why would the material have to be the complexion of her own skin? Why can't it have been purple? Why can't it have been pink? Why can't it have been red? Why brown? Why is the complexion her color? Because it wants to give you the illusion that you can see her pussy, her tits. I mean, let's be honest about it. I'm going to be completely honest about it. Yes. The more I look at it, that's not a see-through dress. It's brown, but it's the complexion of her. So, in my opinion, it was done on purpose. And me as a man, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to envision seeing some cooch. Sam says pure facts. Black says they have an ability to yap and use technology to drive home their points. Get the like. So what's up, Cliff? Salute to you, buddy. Positivity is coming your way at the speed of light, guys. Thank you once again, Chris, for the super chat. I really appreciate that, buddy. Here we go.
Because you ain't never been nowhere and ain't never been exposed to nothing.
Now, for the most important part of
talking a whole bunch of bullshit here. Let me see.
Been criticized for quite some time for preaching about modesty.
There we
especially with the way our women dress out here in the street.
There we go.
And then there's a lot of people starting to agree with me online, and I guess really it's starting to come out of the closet, should I say, talking about my cousin Jamal Bryant and how disgraceful his significant other was basically flaunting whorish clothes.
Yes.
Clothes you can see through it. See body parts and all of that stuff. Brothers and sisters, let us remember, everybody in the pulpit pastoring a church don't mean they're a preacher. No, you have a lot of men that's in the pulpit, but they're not preachers. The churches are one of the biggest entertainment centers in the world.
And they should never be. And that's another, I'm glad he said that. And that's another problem with the Christian, particularly the black Christian church. It's entertainment when you go there. Singing. Who could sing the best? Dancing. Who could dance and pretend to pass out from the Holy Spirit the best? The drumming. Who could drum the best? Boom. Who could dress the best? He is correct, man. He is correct. If it was intellectual, like the Nation of Islam, you would get a lot more. If it was intellectual, you would get a lot more men involved. That's why a lot of men aren't really involved anymore, because it's not intellectual. Joe Curry says that's why we separated from church to state, CT. What's up, RLM? Salute to you. She looks amazing. Yeah, she looks amazing if she was going to the club, RLM. She looks amazing if she was about to strip, RLM. She looks amazing if she was on the what is it? On the bleed? On the blade? Which one is it, RLM? I don't know, man. Guys, come me out here. She looks amazing if she was on the blade. She looks amazing for that's what she looks amazing if she was a hoe. RLM. If she was a hoe. But a church lady, a preacher's wife, oh man, come on now. Y'all need to stop. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Get the likes up. Let's see what he has to say.
When you're talking about church, now you're talking about God's law, God's precept, God's rule, God's way of thinking, God's order to govern the church.
Govern the church.
And when the church ceased to be governed by God's command, it's no longer the church.
Hold on for a second. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Man, if y'all don't stop. All right, Lem, if y'all don't stop. Question the Pioneer, if you don't stop. This is what a pastor's wife is wearing. Y'all need to stop. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. I see why the church is all effed up. Hey, man, you can see why the church is all messed up in America. Look at that. It's a pastor's wife. Y'all could talk about Islam all you want. You don't see this shit in Islam. Man, hell no. Black Bear says, CT, Gino Jennings is my pastor. Oh, okay. Nas says most of these pastors were ex-pimps and their wives were ex-streetwalkers. It certainly looks that way. Get the likes up, guys. Tatum says, way inappropriate for a first lady. It really is. Vanta says, CT got me activated. Skywalker says, CT, they made Christians no more demons. Black Suda 5 says, no man should abide by that, the least of which a self-proclaimed reverend of the cloth. To all of you smarty-arty Christians out there that get mad at me for critiquing the Bible, critiquing this, hey, man. Kabluka? What does kabluka mean, CT? It means kabluka. It just means kabluka. What's up, Seven Still says she should be wearing 3/4 of cloth. Vanta, you got to get on camera today, man, for me to drop the link, man. I'm back to, yesterday was was your only opportunity after the new year. And Movement says, pastor been ignoring his wife. See the tragic placement of the spider web of the dress. And I bet you, and here goes the thing, man. I bet you people will support this nastiness. Here I go. I'm condemning it. I get called all types of atheists and, oh, CT, you don't believe in this, you don't believe in that. Now here I go. I'm saying, listen, man, the Christian church is an incredible institution. It's a 2,000-year-old institution. Regardless of denomination, man, it is an institution that is feeds the planet, all the philanthropy, all of the good deeds, and it is corrupt with behavior such as this. Hoism, hodeology. Swish says only simps and whores are shaming you, CT. Vanta says I prefer the no cam fee. My ugly mug is tired for the camera. Well, the no cam fee today will be $100 to the Cash App, sir. $100. Mr. Wise Guy says, CT, this is the problem with the space, brother. Men want hoes to be conservative. It will not work, my dear brother. GB says, CT, you don't see that in the Catholic Church. No, you do not. You wouldn't. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. No. When the church split into all these denominations, Hell, you can do whatever you want to do. Baptist, Pentecostal, Methodist. You can do whatever you want to do because it's not a centralized governing institution like the Catholic Church. So you can do what you want to do. And there's no shame to it. Because if your churches are all fragmented, hey man, there's no shame for you. God, you can hop from church to church to church to church. Long Shot Beat says, make them cam up today, CT. Oh, everybody got to cam up today. I ain't doing that no cam shit today, man. Lex says, you were just hating because your wife can't pull it off. My wife doesn't dress like a hoe, so I don't give a shit. I don't care. My wife doesn't dress like a hoe. And truth be told, many of the women I've dated in my life would never in a million years be around me dressed like that. Hell no. No. That's slutty behavior. That's some shit that you wear before a porn scene. Black Suda5 says the Catholic Church has its problems, CT. For every problem, I will admit this, man. The Catholic Church may have some problems, but you gotta admit, man, they are the pound for pound, back to back, true Christian church, and they've done more for humanity than any of the denominations combined. Let's just be completely honest about it. There's no comparison between the Catholic Church and the Protestant denominations. Let's just be completely honest about it. Hater Cell says, CT, you was just advising chicks to sell pussy the other day. Yeah, I was advising hoes to sell pussy, not a goddamn preacher's wife. I was advising hoes to sell pussy. KC Aloha says, CT, isn't that saying act like a lady in public and be a hoe in the bed? No. Skywalker says, CT, facts. They want your wife to be a hoe because they are. Oh, get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up, guys. The likes have been really terrible lately. You got to get the likes up, all right? Get the likes up. Get the likes up. I am going to drop the link pretty soon, guys. I want everybody to be on camera. None of this at work, in the car, walking shit. I need you to be behind a desk somewhere looking presentable, man. Guys, get the likes up, man. What's up, Vincent? Salute to you, buddy. Positivity is coming your way. Let's see what Ricky Smiley has to say about this, man. Not Ricky. Yeah, Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley. Let's see what he has to say about it. I don't know if I can play it. Here, I'll just do this. Let me see what he has to say about it. Here we go.
Trending on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. All
right, so Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Listen, over the weekend, a lot of people had something to say about a dress that the Pastor Jamal Bryant's wife, Karri, wore to a big fundraising event.
Yeah, Ricky. His wife's name is Dr. Karri Turner Bryant. She's also a minister, and she's changing.
She's a minister. That makes it even worse. First of all, women shouldn't be ministers first, but this makes it even worse that she's a minister. And as a minister, she should know better than to wear something that's skimpy. That is absolutely appalling. Jethro says the black church is worldly nowadays. The pastors want to be celebrities instead of leaders. That is definitely true. All right, let's see what they have to say. Here we go.
The story of what the first lady looked like, of today. Now, she wore this dress, which was form-fitting, flesh-toned. It was a gown. She wore it to the UNC Mayor's Ball, and it had a lot of folks clutching their pearls, as if Gary would say it. Now, if you haven't seen the dress, you can go to Ricky Smiley Morning Show on our Instagram stories to check it out.
Yeah, so Dr. Bryant and Dr. Karri got married in November 2024. Y'all remember, in a lavish...
Let's see. Here we go. Nah. And to add insult to injury, I'm not listening to Da Brat. She's a rapper. She's a former rapper. I'm not listening to her justify this shit. It's not a bad dress. I will admit that. It's not a bad dress. It's just not what a pastor's wife should wear. Let me read the super chat. Vanta says, for the £5, CT 2026, I want to be a content creator born from the CT verse. Kingpin and I are working on a channel. Can you bless us, you damn Bantu field worker? Yes. Yeah, man. You have my blessing, man. Dame de mante de mi de sante. Yeah, you have my blessing. DC with the $10 super chat. CT, she's co-pastor of her husband's church. Man, this is bad. All right, here we go. Let's hear it out.
Very non-traditional wedding, complete with designer.
So there is a design. I don't know if you guys can see the design, but it's like a web. Can anybody see the design of the web? Like the web, and the web is like on her pussy. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just telling you, I see where to me, this was done intentionally. Can anybody see where the design is currently at? Is not the design on her pussy. Can we enlarge it? No, we can't enlarge it. Is the design not on her pussy? Okay, so Gippy says yes. So the design is on her pussy. Wait a minute. Now hold on. Wait a minute. Now, when you generally wear clothing or attire, everything, when you are older, you know everything is done for a reason. Color coordination, text, the type of clothing, you know, whether you will use cotton or polyester, nylon. This dress is not a rainbow dress. It's not a cheap dress. That web on the pussy part is intentional. This is what makes this even more vulgar than it really is vulgar. This is absolutely abhorrent. And I want to know what the Brat and Ricky Smiley will say about it. But it is on her pussy. So Gippy, you can see it. It's on her pussy. Give me a second. Mike says, CT, the web is where she catches other guys' penises. Black Suit 5 says, yes, because she is a succubus, an agent of the Baphomet. Hey, tight. Here we go. Mr. Wise Guy says, CT, can we get a close-up? I'm trying to, here, I don't know if I could play it all the way, but hold on. Let's see. Here, let me see if I can just.
Gowns and unapologetic style.
You see it?
Oh, and the internet was split about the gown she wore to the UNCF event.
Okay, what about now? Oh, damn, I don't know. Can you see it now? Okay, so clearly her cleavage is showing. There is no strap over the shoulder attaching the dress. And you can clearly see the web connects over her pussy. I'm not making this shit up. This is highly inappropriate. You don't get this in the Muslim world. I'm just going to be honest about it. You don't get this. I'm just going to be honest about it. You don't get this in the Buddhist world. You get a lot of this in the church world in America, and particularly the Black church world. Bringing this filthy street culture into the church is deplorable. Now, yes, she has a nice little body for a 60-year-old. I'm not going to lie to you. But I shouldn't think that about a pastor's wife. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Get the likes up. Moxie says, you are being overly conservative. The dress is not even sexy. Here we go. Here we go.
Now, some people supported her.
Jesus Christ.
And the internet was split about the gown she wore to the UNCF event. Now, some people supported her. And the internet was split about the gown she wore to the UNCF event. Now, some people supported her.
Yikes. Vanta says, wrong, CT. We have our hijabis. Stop capping. You know, she looked like she want to fuck. I'm just going to be honest about it. She looks like she wants to fuck. Put a 1 in the chat if you know, if you know what I am talking about. Karate says, first time CT is being conservative on the channel. Gippy put a 1. Yeah, she looks like she wants to fuck. I mean, this entire outfit, this entire dress screams, I want to fuck. I want to fuck. That's what it looks like. I want to fuck. If she was a stripper, if she was a porn star, if she was a titty bar girl, then yes. But a pastor's wife, a co-pastor of the church, and her dress is screaming, I want to fuck. Man, this is some wild stuff, man. And this is why I have always been a fan of the Nation of Islam, because no woman in the Nation of Islam would ever in a million years wear a dress to particularly a very, very professional, informal setting, screaming, I want to fuck. This is what this dress is screaming. I want to fuck. Question to ponder. You can say whatever you want to say, but you know that this dress is screaming, I want to fuck. Get the likes up, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that this dress is screaming, I want to fuck. I want to fuck. I want to fuck. Yeah. Tato says this outfit is letting him know he's gonna go down. It's going down after the event. Yeah. Skywalker says he put a 1 in the chat. Crowd Reese put a 1. Exactly. Southern Dream says, yeah. Cliff says she craves attention, disgusting behavior from her wife. This is not wife-like. It's really not. It's really not. Here we go.
And others slam that dress of choice. There was so much talk about it online. In fact, that that Pastor Bryant had to address it, and here's what he said.
Because the other day, the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund.
Stop it.
Hello.
They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down.
I hope she didn't pray at that event dressed like like she about to do a scene in Ghetto Gaggers. Man, get the fuck out of it. Man, Now you guys see why I get so pissed when people try to chin check me on religion. People dox me. You can find any old girlfriend of mine. I ain't never had a girlfriend who dressed like that. Like a hoe. Never. Put some clothes on. Your cleavage is showing, bitch. Oh man, I know I don't really get into these red pill questionable topics, but I just didn't. I don't engage in behavior like that. Why is your cleavage showing? What's wrong with my cleavage? You look like a prostitute. Well, I can do no, because if I can see it, you don't think other men can see your cleavage, you dummy? Why are you wearing a dress? Why are you intentionally showing off your curves? You know, if I can see it, other men can see it. You should have a dress on. Modesty is key. And think about this. I have my own interpretation of Christianity and the Bible. Do you think Jesus would walk around with a chick? Or do you think that a chick like that would have been supported in the Bible? I don't think so. You could come to the Christ or the Lord like that, but I don't think you could remain around like that. I don't think so. I don't think so. Duwale says, is that dude a pastor? Yeah, it is. He is. Curio says, Pastor Bryant just chin checked you, CT. You were worried about the wrong shit. He didn't chin check me. There are men out there masturbating to his wife right now. I think his little pastor wife for that little skimpy ass outfit. I want you to think about this for a minute. Think about how fucking crazy this is. There are men out there, they're jacking her to what she's wearing and how she looks. We're animals. Her cleavage is showing. Her shoulders are showing. Her curvature is showing in that skimpy ass dress. And she's supposed to be a righteous and holy woman. Stop it. Stop. Stop it.
They never said anything about this was the largest fundraiser for for HBCUs in the country.
They just making that up.
But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings.
I guess he's talking about us then, if we're insecure.
And set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. Now you got to help some people because some people have embraced the full knowledge of ignorance without any assistance for understanding. The dress was not see-through.
Come on.
The dress was flesh color. But because you ain't never been nowhere and ain't never been exposed to nothing, I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress.
Come on now.
I like it.
I bought the dress and I like it. Hey, look, I'm an outsider to a degree to the Protestant churches. I'm an outsider at this point because it seems to be the only church that is the correct one is the Catholic. You're not really gonna get this in Catholicism. You're just not. You're just not gonna get it. You're not gonna get a lot of women like that in the Catholic Church. So I grew up in the Baptist church, and I saw a little of it in the 90s. Every now and then women would come dressed like hoes, acting like hoes. I've been to Lutheran and Methodist churches as well, and to a degree I saw the same things there. You're not really going to get a lot of this behavior in the Catholic Church, but the thing is, this is probably one of the reasons why these denominations are pretty much destroying themselves more and more each year. And I'm just the outsider looking in because I'm not a Baptist anymore. But seeing this, it only seals the deal. She's a pastor's wife. She's a pastor's wife looking like she wants to fuck. And to me, that's a horrible image, man, to be completely honest with you. That's terrible, man. That is absolutely beyond insane, man. People were saying that I would be a good pimp. Oh, really? Okay, cool. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I'll be a good pimp. All right, here we go. Let's listen to the brat.
I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't married to y'all. She married to me.
And this is the problem with the black church. It's main character syndrome. I don't care. You jive turkey. If y'all don't like it or not, you jive turkey. This is one of the reasons why, particularly the black church, it doesn't have a centralized body, no codification, nothing. He's not thinking about the entire body. He's not thinking about the church itself. He's thinking about himself. I like it, you jive turkey. I like the dress, and it's the best. And if you don't like it, you can hitchhike to the west. You know, these people are sick, man. I'm telling you, man. Salute to all of you guys once again, man. Positivity is coming your way. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute. This is a problem, man. He ain't thinking about the entire church. He thinking about himself. I like the dress. Y'all gonna do about it. Now, I told you earlier, there are a lot of reasons why I don't like the black church. That's another reason. These people have main character syndrome that is just insane. He has 10,000 people in his congregation, but he gonna tell you what he like. I like the dress. It's the best. You can't get with me because it's no contest. He's what he's rhyming Negroes, man. Just rhyming for no reason, man. Just rhyming for no reason at all, man. Let's see. Moxie says these pastors are shady. Seven Still says some actions and statements Polite used to make when pimping his wives. Black Suitify says, just listen to him, CT. His authority is supposed to be the word of God. He never referenced any scripture. He's a demon. Yeah, I agree. I mean, think about what he just said. He said, I like the dress. It's not about the fact that he possibly has young girls that can be influenced by this whoredom, that it might be offensive to the family structure within his own church. The fact that a lot of women, they'll say, well, the pastor's wife dressed like a hoe, honey. How come I can't do it? He's not even thinking about the overall institution within itself. And this is why the black church is crumbling. Rucker said, laugh out loud, you jive turkey. You jive turkey. That's how these prosperity preachers talk.
Come on.
Come on,
man. Yes. I love it.
Yeah, some people praised his defense of her dress while others questioned the message he sent about leadership in the church.
So today we want to know, what do you think about the dress and how you
I wonder what Ricky Smiley will say.
feel about about Pastor Jamal Bryant, what he said about his wife wearing the dress. Brent, what are your thoughts?
Man, I love what he said. I love how he supported his wife and stood up for her, because he could have just not said anything. But I appreciate the fact that he said something. The dress is mesh, but people.
The dress is mesh. What the hell is that? What is mesh? I don't even know what she's talking about. All right, hang tight.
People that don't know think it's like a see-through dress, and it is not. And it's not 1970, it's not 1980, it is 2026. Okay, like she looked beautiful and radiant, and we are talking about her because she was so beautiful and radiant.
Man, she's dumb. Man, the brat is one dumb woman. This is a dummy. She's stupid. God, man, wow. What an idiot, man. Woo, what an idiot. Listening to a do funny woman who adopted a non-black child purposely, who was a former rapper. She has blue hair. She's dressed like a goddamn 12-year-old, and she's 52 years old. How old is DeBrat? DeBrat is, I believe DeBrat is what, 52? Let me see. Yes, she's 51. It's comical listening to these people, man. Well, go watch her show then. If her show got more views than me, go watch her show. Go watch her show. You shouldn't watch my show. You were right. Her show got more views than me. Go watch her show. Let's see how fast you'd be back over here. Marvelous Revolution says the brat is a lesbian. She is most likely a feminist and was probably turned on by that lady. Yeah, that's why I don't want to listen to her. Listening to this woman, I mean, who is she? And think about this, man. And that comment is right. She has more views than me, which is even insane. Here goes a walking abomination saying that it is perfectly okay for a pastor's wife to dress like a slut. Like a slut. Can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Moxie says, remember when the brat was pregnant and she was rapping in a jersey with the hole cut out for her belly? No, I don't. I stopped listening to the brat 30 years ago.
Yeah, Gary. Well, I said yes to the dress. I love the dress. And
here goes this sissy. Gary, he a sissy. Yes. Of course, he love the dress. He a sissy. That's appalling, man. I'm telling you, man. This is the reason why Islam is winning, man. That people who are an abomination are speaking for the church. You don't get this in Islam. You don't get this, man. He shouldn't even be speaking for the church. But Moxie says it was hilarious, CT. That was a couple of years ago. There we go. Oh, here we go.
The thing is, though, but I do understand what people are trying to say and what people are saying.
What are they trying to say?
Okay, because the deal is with Karri being the first lady. You know, a first lady back in yesteryear wore, honey, she didn't
marry a New Birth?
No, well, no, she's not married to New Birth, but you know, when people look at and think of a first lady, they think of a woman who just well covered up, not wearing a dress like that dress. Although that dress was at a gala, it was not at church. It was at a gala.
Just like Carol Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, she's supposed. See, here go Ricky Smiley. Of course, she's supposed to dress like that. Just like in public, nuns when they leave their was it Moxie convent? What is it, Moxie? Where do nuns come from? Convents. When they leave their convents, right? It's a convent, right? Jesus Christ. Help me out here, Moxie. They dress like how they dress at their institution that they come from. What is it? Convent? Record says, CT, you got the greatest show on YouTube. Thank you so much, man. Yes, you are supposed to be the embodiment of your institution everywhere you go. I'm telling you, man, a lot of blacks don't get this, man. They don't get this concept. Convent, yes, a convent. You are supposed to be the embodiment of holiness everywhere you go. It's not just in the church. This is why a lot of people... I'm listening to a sissy. Think about it. I'm listening to a lesbian and a sissy discuss Christianity. I can't believe this, man. This is wild, man. Yes, the convent. Thank you so much. Here we go.
Yeah.
I read what some people
Harriet Tubman.
I read a lot. I read.
What the hell does Harriet Tubman got to do with the conversation? Let me get this. Vanta says blacks make Christianity look bad, unlike Hispanics. Yeah, I will admit Hispanics, largely when they are Catholic, they make Catholicism look good. To be honest with you. Let's see. Here we go.
A lot of the commentary about it. And I've been thinking about this all weekend, and me and my wife discussed it. I think the people's opposition to it, some of it is what Gary was saying, but I think some of it comes in with modesty and modesty and discretion.
Right.
That if you're gonna be in this position, then sometimes you have to use a different level of modesty and discretion, because at the end of the day, yes, she looked amazing in the dress, but
CKJ says she was supposed to dress like him as Bernice Jenkins. If anybody watches Ricky Smiley, they know the reference to this joke. Yeah, CKJ. You know, a lot of I guess I'm in the wrong today, CKJ, because questions to ponder. She's upset. And I'm like, you are upset with me? I'm not a first lady of a church dressed like a prostitute. Can't get mad at me. Hold on, here we go, guys. Get the likes up. Mr. Wise Guy says, this is why we men are getting ourselves frustrated. Move accordingly to the times. Stop trying to turn back the hands of time. The Cheap Chimp says, CT, you are 100% correct. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
And from a man's perspective, the dress did bring out it brings out a lustful spirit.
Told you, Kabluka, he said it. Here you go. He even said it. It does bring out a lustful spirit. And this broad 60. It does bring out a lust. You want to fuck. When I see Muslim women in the stores with their hijab on and their burqas, I don't want to fuck. Most men don't want to fuck. First of all, because you don't even know what's under there. You don't want to fuck. You see a face occasionally. But generally speaking, when you see these women, the Cheap Chip, you don't want to fuck. When you see a lot of Indian women in their traditional garb, you don't want to fuck, because it's the way that they're dressed. It's a communication tool. I'm telling you, man, it's technology. It's a method of honing in your animalistic spirit. But when you go to particularly a black church, women in there dressed like they came in from the club, you want to fuck. I know I'd be trying. No, that's come from Minister Society. Let me see, guys. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Karate Chop Shop says, right, I see a Muslim woman and say that is a woman to be respected. Yeah. That's generally how people see Muslim women, to be completely honest with you. And a lot of them don't talk. They don't get the yapping off at the mouth. They're not like that. There's a lot of things that Christian women can actually learn from Muslim women. Moxie says, respect them for being covered. Yes. Yes, Moxie, respect them for being covered up. Yes. I know it's a hard concept, Moxie. I know. I get it. I get it. You're secular. You want to be of the world, but it's the truth. We respect them for being covered up. They made the effort to be modest. Yes, Moxie, I know you're a woman. You don't get this concept because you're not a man, but I'm telling you, there is beauty in modesty. There is beauty in covering up. There is. There is. Bluegrass says, CT, would you work with Tyler Perry as an actor? Yeah, of course I would. Of course. Of course I would.
most men that's gonna be looking at.
And her husband bought her that dress. I'm sorry.
I get it, but I just understand where people's opposition was coming from. It don't matter to me either way.
Yeah, I don't understand because the event was not at church. They have a right to she have a right to dress, put on whatever she want when she go to an event. Now, if it was Women's Day program or the pastor's anniversary or
communion or something,
or communion is inside of the church, or are they doing anything sacred within the walls of the church? That's one thing.
You see, and this is the problem that I always had with particularly the black church. The church is supposed to be universal. It's supposed to be everywhere you go. It's not some building. It's supposed to be your entire existence. Ricky Smiley is saying that, it's just, it's supposed to be symbolic. You jive turkey. It's supposed to be inside the church and the church walls. You turkey. No, it's not. It's not supposed to be that way. It's not. It's not supposed to be that way. Everywhere you go, everything you do, if you are really supposed to be a part of this religion or this institution, you should emulate it everywhere. You can't come at if you really believed in modesty, you should be modest everywhere you go. And people should see that in you. Ricky Smiley, man, these are some wild people right here. I couldn't be on this show with these people, man. Twan, what's up, man? It's very unfortunate at funerals. I meet women all the time, mainly old females I had. Oh, okay. Vanta with the 2 pounds says Ricky Smiley's comedy was pretending to be an old hag. Yeah, that is definitely true. Meezy says, or Deezy says, CT doesn't give a fuck about Christians. That is definitely not true. Southern Jean says, questions to ponder. Then I would keep it on the people that deserve it, really, or to speak to CT about it somewhere else, not while modding his live, because it comes off completely or petty or pretty disrespectful. I don't know what is going on in the chat. All right, here we go.
But for her to go to an event, she's young, she's beautiful, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes why can't she express herself? You can't put people in a box. She didn't marry Birth Missionary Baptist Church. She married him. And that was to his satisfaction.
Wow. She didn't marry Birth Baptist Church. Man. Whoo, the idiocy inside these denominations, man. The sheer idiocy.
He the one got to go home with her or whatever, and we don't care about what other people think. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was what do you call it? Mesh?
Yeah. Flesh color.
Flesh tone. Flesh color, a tone dress, which would give the illusion of see-through, but it's not see-through. And
why even give the illusion of see-through? Like this is what I'm saying. Why give the illusion of see-through? That is a very conscious decision on both of their parts. Why even give the illusion that you are showing skin in the first place? You are showing skin because skin is very sexual. You could sexualize skin. Hell, when I was younger, I used to beat off to I watch a porn scene and just legs turned me on. Get beating it off to calf muscles. So this is the bullshit. Get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up. Clip says, why nobody blamed the white man yet for the nice put together fabrics? Oh, here we go.
And I'm glad that he got their ass straight. People always got to start talking. If you don't like the dress, look the other way. Okay. If you don't like what somebody posts on their page or whatever, keep scrolling. I block women every day with that smart ass mouth coming on somebody's page, coming into somebody's space, imposing your opinion on somebody else's page or what you think about how they live their life.
But on the other hand, sometimes I dress risque. I'm not a church lady. I'm not a first lady. Yeah. And when I'm with my husband, I will sometimes dress risque. But just because I can wear it doesn't mean I should. Her body is amazing. She is gorgeous, but I do think.
Here goes Brandy. She's upset because Sister Gal don't agree with her. Here go Brandy. I mean, what's her name? DeBrat. Sorry, not Brandy. DeBrat. Now she's just waiting to cut off Sister Gal because Sister Gal don't agree with her. Crown Reed says, it's a shame when you can't have your own opinion in a society that law backs me up to have an opinion.
Think that just because you can fit it and you look good in it, I do think there's something to be said
Anything
for subtleness.
she wear is gonna fit her
agree.
shape.
Yes,
You know, if she wear a jogging
Absolutely.
suit, it's gonna fit her body.
For
She can't help
sure.
the way she's shaped. She's beautiful.
Agreed, but I don't know if it should have been flesh tone. That's just my opinion. There's some things I put on.
And then
I'm
I
like,
think
I can't wear this.
And I think some people had issue with the way that the design on the front of the dress was kind of
Absolutely.
centered in on a certain area.
Just saying it's centered in on her pussy. And we all know what it is. It's centered in on her pussy. It was done intentionally. It's disgusting.
Private.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
That's
and I
hard.
get it. I get where he coming from. He want everybody to see what he working with.
But my thing is, as long as he like it,
Okay.
cause that's his wife.
She's
or
not
whatever.
disrespecting him.
And it's like the question is why should she? Why shouldn't she?
Yeah, well, people said, like you said, as long as he like it, but then some people said, well, he need to like it in the house and not bring it out.
She can go wear that in the house.
Well, the argument is she wasn't naked.
The argument is she wasn't naked. Man, these some stupid blacks, man. Damn, these some dumb blacks. These some stupid blacks, man. Moxie, Vanta, CT might give you a pass if you ask nicely, especially since you know a lot about this subject. Here we go.
No, she wasn't naked.
She was covered up
But
from
the
her
look,
neck.
but the look. I mean, if you go to Ricky Smiley Morning Show, it looked like she was,
and that flesh dress matched her flesh skin tone too. So that was the point of it.
That's the whole point, dummy. Einstein. Yeah, it shouldn't. God, dumb blacks. It sends a bad message, sassy man. Yes, wear that shit at the strip club. Wear that shit right before you fuck, but not at an engagement, like a formal engagement, and you represent a church. I need to be these Negroes consultants. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video.
That's the point. They wanted to look naked, but the question is, people are saying, that in that position, should you have that as your focus?
So, as a man and as women, what do we do when we see something that's uncomfortable? We look off. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not uncomfortable, man. Nobody said it was uncomfortable. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. She looks super hot in that damn dress. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the thing is that she represents something that is greater than herself. She's not some, oh man, these some dumb, God, ladies, some dummies, man. Get the likes up, guys. You got to get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up. The likes are too low, guys. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Hater Sales says CT fell off in 2024. Man, for a dude who fell off 2 years ago, man, wow, man, that's really impressive that you're still here. Guys, get the likes up, guys.
That person that your daughter's friends from college, and they come down to the kitchen with basketball with shorts on, you look off because that's uncomfortable. And I tell my daughter, say, hey, can you tell her to go put something else on? We got teenage boys in the house. You just look away. or whatever, because that's in the realms of the house. But when something makes you uncomfortable, you just don't zoom in and focus on it. You just look off and you just go ahead about your business. Oh, but that's just me. I want to know what y'all think. 866. This is a good topic. 8669 Ricky. 8669 Ricky. Good morning.
My name is Katrina. I'm calling from Birmingham, Alabama. I feel like it was not too much. The fabric is illusion fabric. It's not like it was complete see-through. It wasn't see-through at all. It was illusion fabric with her skin tone on lace. I feel like people need to chill out. This is not 1960s.
Wow, these are some stupid idiots. For all the men in the chat, I want you to look at something real quick. Now, this is a pastor's wife. This is the pastor's wife. Put a one in the chat if you were in church and she had this on in church. Wouldn't you want to fuck? Wouldn't you want to fuck if she had this shit on in church? Think about that. Wouldn't you want to fuck? Wouldn't you want to fuck? Oh, come on, man. Skywalker says, yep. Mello says, yep. Vanta, yep. The cheap chip. Salute to you, man. LA says she's hot. She is hot. She's beautiful. But she shouldn't dress like that. Yikes. Here we go.
First ladies today do not dress like your grandmamas did in 1960.
Just like your grandmama did in 1960. Jesus Christ. Well, she calling in from Alabama, so you already know the level of intelligence there.
I don't feel like it was too much for her to wear because it was not a church event. And if her husband liked the dress and told her that she's able to wear the dress, I think it's fine because God is not coming back for the clothes that we have on. And we got so much other things going on in the world today than to be worried about a dress.
Yes, my name is Nikki and I'm calling from Tampa. And me being a girl that is out and about occasionally, I would say, to be perfectly honest, and I'm just not a girl that's in church every single Sunday, so don't think that I'm one of those women in the church. I'm not hating. I think she was gorgeous. I think it was fire. But to be perfectly honest, it gives the illusion of newness. And who would even want somebody to be able to envision their wife as nude? And if she states she's a pastor, yes, ma'am, it was a tad bit too much. So let's be honest. They should just call it what it is and say, hey, we made a mistake, drop the ball, and move on from it.
Yeah, but the other folks need to move on from it too. Everybody need to move on from it, but we're not moving on from it because that's why we're talking about this morning. Hey, so if you didn't see the dress, you can check it out on our stories on our IG page at Ricky Smiley Morning Show. What do you say, Brett?
But
yeah, and give us a call. Let us know what you think. We're gonna be talking about it more. 8669 Ricky, 8669 RICKEY. Hit us up, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, we're talking about the dress that Pastor Jamal Bryant's wife, Karri, wore recently to a big event, and the internet had a lot to say about it. And Pastor Bryant came to his wife's defense, and he said that he liked it.
Exactly. Record says facts. She wants to be worshipped. Exactly. That's why she wore that shit. That's exactly why she wore it. That's exactly why a lot of women dress that way. You want to be worshipped. And they know what they are doing, man. That web over the pussy is the biggest indicator. Look at my pussy. That's what she's saying. Look at my pussy. I'm 60 and I still got fire pussy. That's what that shit is. That's what that shit is about. That's exactly what it is. Look at my pussy. Let me show it to you. Hold on. Just to show you that I ain't fucking around. Look, I'll show it to you. Look. Hold on. Look at that. Hold on. Look at that. Look at my pussy. Can I get a bigger? Can it get bigger? Look at that. Come on, man. This is pastor's wife. Y'all need to stop. That screams, look at my pussy. Look at my pussy. You gonna look at my pussy. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Salute to everybody in the chat. Here we go.
And he bought the dress. And but we want to know what you think. Was the dress nice?
Thank you so much.
Was it inappropriate? We ride with Dr. Bryant and his wife. I'm just saying. We ride.
Right.
Brett. We ride. Now, Gary, what were you saying? What were you sitting here saying just now?
You know what?
Yeah.
Gary said I'm gonna speak for Gary right now. He's on the toilet.
Nope.
But he's
not on the toilet. He's sitting right here looking crazy. Go ahead.
Oh my God, he likes the dress. He said he likes the dress. I got you, Gary. He likes the dress, and the dress was, mesh. But he said he understands how the older people may feel offended.
Is he calling me older?
Somebody to text Gary and threaten him.
Hey,
let's go to the
You think there's a difference? Somebody asked me this question before. Is there a difference between church folk and people that go to church?
That's a good question.
People that go to church, they're there, they want to get the word, and they really want to, learn something spiritually, become the best versions of themselves. And then you got church folk who may think they know it all, and they always looking for things that everybody is not doing right.
The ones that be mean in restaurants after church.
Come on,
yeah. That's a whole topic. You ask restaurant owners and people that work in hotel who are the meanest people. They'll say church conventions.
My Lord.
And the more saved they are, and the more Holy Ghost filled they are, the worse. Like this one, it's a whole topic. Like if you ask, and I asked because I did for myself. I asked the person at a hotel who are the worst people. He said church convention. He said the church people, man, the mean, and then they said that certain stuff that you can get on the TV channel, those go up.
Really?
They said the numbers go up on some of the big
adult entertainment stuff.
The adult entertainment stuff when they have church conventions. All right, 866-9 Ricky, 866-9 Ricky. Good morning.
No, I don't. My name is Tiffany Lewis, coming from Mansfield, Texas. And I believe a first lady should be able to wear whatever she wants to wear.
What if she wears? Okay, so she believes that the first lady should wear whatever she wants to wear. What if the first lady wants to be naked, or not naked, but wear a bikini, wear a G-string? Okay, so this lady just said the first lady should wear whatever she wants to wear. Okay, what if the first lady just decides to wear heels and nothing else? Warren says, CT not touching 200 views. Yeah, he fell off. I rock with you, CT, but it's time to switch up your content. Well, why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? Hey, guys, everybody who's wondering why I'm not over 200 views lately, just leave. Just leave, and I challenge you to leave and never come back. Leave and never come back. I'm not switching up my content. It's going to stay the same. So just leave. I challenge you, Warren. Leave. Just leave. Just don't come back. I bet you won't come back. I bet you won't do it. Who's willing to bet that Warren won't come back? How much y'all willing to bet? Just don't come back. Okay, it's not gonna touch 200 views. You can leave. Just don't come back. Leave, man. Just leave, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna switch up my content. I don't have to switch up my content. If I had one person here watching me, I would still do the same thing. You're not a content creator. I'm a content creator. Just leave. I challenge you. Don't come back. Just don't come back. Same thing goes with anybody else who keeps saying something about 200 views. Just leave. Just don't come back. You're not. I challenge you. I'm gonna challenge you right now. Just don't come back. So if you write again, that means that you are obsessed with the channel. If you write again, or anybody else who says something like that, you're just obsessed with the channel. I couldn't sit there and constantly say this stuff to people and keep on coming back. I mean, just leave, man. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Dr. Karri is very educated, and I believe the church needs to back off.
Yes, my name is Monica. Yeah, I think it was a bit too much. The scripture says, to whom much is given, much is required. And she got young women who are following them. They're really in the limelight right now. So she could have chose a better dress because it already, people come to church.
Skywalker, I don't get it. I don't get it. I couldn't go. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't go places that I don't like. If I don't like something, hey man, look up. Hey man, more power to you, man. I just wouldn't go. I just wouldn't go any place I don't like or I'm not welcome. Get the likes up, guys. Share the video. Yeah, never mind, man. Never mind.
Church any type of way anyway, and now she's just making it where they can come with all kind of worldly dress.
It was not. Good morning and Happy New Year to all. I'm calling from the St. Louis area. It was not a church event. It was a mask ball. It was very...
The show is not over 200 views or whatever. It's because, I'm just going to be honest with you, man, most people really just like retarded content and they like drama content. I got to change up the show, man. I can't keep having the same type of shows, man. So I got to clean the shows up. I mean, to be completely honest with you. Let's see.
Appropriate for a mayor's mask ball. It was not a church event, ma'am.
Hi, good morning. This is Deshawn. I'm calling from Memphis. My personal opinion is that she's a beautiful woman. She's a voluptuous woman. I think it was a bit much for a pastor's wife. He said that he was married to her and we were not married to her. And I feel like certain things you really should keep between you and your spouse. I just feel like it was just a little bit much. It could have been a little bit better, less fitting for her figure. I think sometimes when you do that, you cause people to look at her in a sexual fashion, which they should not be for a first lady.
Get out of here. I'm going to look at it like, no, fuck that. No. I'm going to look at it sexual. Because she's dressed like, oh, shit. Of course.
So if she was skinny, would that be a different conversation?
I don't think that's what
skinny, thick, it don't matter. Ricky Smiley, shit.
What it's about. I think it was, and one caller put it, she's like, "Why? It almost looked like she's naked, even though she wasn't naked. Why would you want people to think that you're naked?" And so
we were born naked. They talk about that in the Bible.
That's true. Yeah.
And I wasn't even born naked. I was born butt naked.
What's that? Bucket naked.
I can't believe I disagree with everybody on the show this morning, but I just,
I see where you're coming from. I kind of feel the same way.
When I'm with my husband, I'm looking like a straight little whore. But I'm saying, but I'm not a pastor's wife. You know what I mean? No.
But the thing about it is, for me, I feel as long as you ain't wearing it in, church or certain stuff like that, because sometimes people like to express themselves fashion-wise. And if you look at Dr. Jamal Bryant and his wife, they are really into fashion. If you look at his suits, his shirts, his glasses, the clothes she wear, there are just some people that love fashion and clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. I like to dress and go all out, or whatever, and collect clothes and buy pieces and stuff. And I've always been like that,
Ricky.
Yeah.
But on the other side of that, and again, I don't care. Okay, let's get that out there. I don't care. But on the other side of that, do you really think that a prominent pastor wants to give the illusion that his wife is, her first perception of her is to be a sex symbol? That's what people are.
He's asking some good damn questions right here. And he's absolutely right.
Are equating that type of dress.
They've seen her
and I'm
dress
just saying,
different.
I'm just saying
she got to be a woman of one style.
No, it's not about that. But it's a lot of this goes back to perception. What is the image that you're trying to put out there? And that's just the image a lot of people have gotten from it, is that you want to be a sex symbol, not
Let me ask y'all
a symbol
something.
of the church.
Let me ask everybody something.
Yeah.
Was Charles Ingalls turned on when he walked in the house and saw Carol Ingalls with that dress on and that thing on her head?
Sure was.
Yes, he was.
He sure was.
Because, honey, once she got out of the surprise, honey, the element of the surprise.
Wait a minute, are we talking about Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah, we're talking about Little House on the Prairie.
Vance with the 2 pounds says, this is why black women are least desired in dating. Vance, I don't know about that one, man. Black women get a lot of men. They have a lot of children, so they obviously get a lot of men.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Charles got hype when he came with that doggone.
Now they had a lot of children. They had Laura Ingalls. They had the oldest daughter that was blind.
Hold on.
And then they adopted Willis from Different Strokes. And then they had that baby named Katie. What was the baby name?
This is 1981 reference.
Yeah,
What's up, John? Salute to you, man. Doing a great job, CT. People don't like the truth in the reflections of the inner self they see in the mirror. Thank you so much, John. Positivity is definitely coming your way. And your comment is definitely true. This type of conversation does strike a nerve with a lot of different people, man. You know, particularly a lot of women. But it's the truth, man. It's the truth. And they don't really want the opinion of a man on this topic. Because a man like me, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. It's sexual. It's very sexual, and it's highly explicit. And you shouldn't dress like that as a woman. But a lot of women feel as though that is regulating women. But it's really protecting society. It's bigger than women. Let's see. Here we go.
Yeah, they had 4 children.
Okay.
And then he adopted Willis. That played on Different Strokes. But I ain't never seen Carol Ingalls or Nellie Olsen mama. She was dressed. Even Kate had hoes. Kate on Gunsmoke, she had hoes. She was running a brothel. She had on a dress that wasn't revealing, and the prostitutes had on a slip. They was all covered up. You see what I'm saying? So
Nellie could get
We
it.
went back to Little House on the Prairie.
Who you said? Talking about Nellie Olsen?
Yeah, Nellie Olsen could have got it.
That's the blind girl, right?
Yeah. No, Nellie Olsen was the spoiled brat of Muslim Miss Olsen. But boy, when she pushed, when Laura pushed her ass down that hill in that wheelchair.
All right, let's see. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. I wonder if I can do. Let's see. Gotta be very careful, man. You know, YouTube is giving out strikes left and right. Gotta be very careful here. Gotta be very, very careful. Who is this guy? He doesn't seem. I'll use this guy.
Pastor Jamal Bryant is trending again. And the reason why is because a lot of people felt that a dress that his wife wore to some party was absolutely unacceptable for a pastor's wife. And he had a lot to say about this. Okay. He was extremely upset. And he decided to speak about this during his New Year's Eve service, which went viral. Okay. And I want to show you guys exactly what he said. Let's hop into this video, watch it, and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys. Let's hop in.
I needed to deal with it head on because the other day the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund. They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down. They never said anything about this was the largest fundraiser for HBCUs in the country. But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. Now, you got to help some people because some people have embraced the full knowledge of ignorance without any assistance for understanding. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. But because you ain't never been nowhere and ain't never been exposed to nothing, furthermore, I needed to set the record straight. Y'all don't like this. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me.
You know what, man? He got a point.
What?
He got a point, y'all. We ain't never been nowhere. So how dare us?
Oh, okay. Good. Okay.
To say that this dress was inappropriate. How dare us to say that this dress looked like something that somebody in the world would wear, somebody who don't know Christ. How dare us? Okay, because we ain't never been to the BET Awards. We've never hung out with celebrities. Let me know when you find a celebrity and you best friends with him. He raised $4 million for an HBCU. Okay, how much have you raised? How much? Most of us, we probably won't see $4 million in our life. This man raised that at an HBCU. I mean,
I don't know. Like, okay, I'm confused. Is he about to get to the point, or okay? What is he talking about? There we go.
He right now. What I don't understand. I don't understand how he can sit here and do this, and people are still going to support him.
Okay,
people are still going.
Okay, good. Instead of him buying her the dress, he should have bought her a mop and broom. Hello.
I'm gonna say this man is anointed. This man is doing everything he needs to do for the kingdom of God. And I'm just telling y'all, man, be careful who y'all support. Okay. Be careful who y'all support. Before I was even made aware of this video, I was reading the Bible, and the verse actually applies beautifully to this situation. And I'm going to show y'all that, okay? But first, I want to finish this clip. Let's watch the rest of this.
Let me say to you,
I don't know if he sounds stupid. I'm just trying to figure out what is he talking about. I mean, it seems like he's on. I don't know. It seems like he's on the side of modesty, but I don't know. I was trying to figure out what his angle is. Yeah.
I'm a public servant. I've been a public servant my whole life. I don't mind, nor am I offended, nor am I moved if you talk about me. Have at it. But you ain't gonna talk about my wife. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. The same way you respect me, you gonna have to respect her. And if you don't respect her, find you somewhere else to go. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me, but you ain't gonna be in my face and dishonor my wife. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I need some people that will fight for yours, that will stand for yours, that will demand respect for yours.
Okay, so there's this lady right here on TikTok that I found.
I finally agree with Righteous Muffin. Oh, shit.
I thought that her reaction or response to the whole situation was a really good one, and I want to show you guys that. Let's check it out real quick.
And Jamal Bryant's wife looked absolutely stunning in that dress. The dress,
yeah, okay, she looks stunning in the dress, but she's a first lady, sweetheart.
Dress looked beautiful. Her shape, everything about it. It was just beautiful, right? But as someone who's supposed to be representing the kingdom of God, it should not have been worn outside of the house.
Okay, there she goes. Okay, good. She has some sense. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Simple as that. It's literally that simple, y'all. Here's the thing: people be
some sense. Okay, look at her.
Like, oh, well, she wasn't going to church. Oh, well, she wasn't doing da 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 da. We are the church, and wherever we go, we're supposed to be representing God. Therefore, what we wear, how we present ourselves, it matters. She didn't look like she was representing the kingdom of God that day. She looked like she was representing the world. No, she did not have her skin out. That was mesh or whatever, but it was nude mesh. And so it kind of looked like, if you ain't paying too much attention, she got on a dress that is showing off her skin. Now, as far as Jamal Bryant goes, yes, he should have defended his wife, not in the pulpit though. Like, I think people are forgetting God is in this stuff. We're not just doing this to be church people, a part of the church, different things like that. He should have defended his wife, not in the pulpit.
Yeah.
You took time out of your New Year's Eve service to speak on the fact that people are dogging out your wife. You could have done that on social media. And I think somebody said he got a podcast. I don't know the man, but I think somebody said he got a podcast. He could have done it on his podcast. There's many other outlets that man could have talked about that. Not during church service in the pulpit. Because the way he was speaking, I did not see God in it.
Wow, she has some sense.
Okay. Your wife. What she had on was stunning. But when you're going out as the first lady, as the pastor, as anybody that's representing the kingdom of God, not just with those titles, me, and I ain't even got a title. We have to go out representing Christ and watching what we have on. That's simple.
I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said that better.
Give me a second, Brave. Brave, are you familiar with Pastor Bryant? You're on mute, Brave. Are you familiar with Pastor Bryant?
I'm getting there. I didn't know much about him, but yeah, this is pretty funny stuff right here, man.
See,
look at that bullseye right where it belongs, huh?
Yeah.
Get your eye right to it, man.
Yeah, First Lady of a church. Go ahead.
Yeah, First Lady of a church. You put a fucking 14-year-old young man in his one place he's gonna look. Oh, let's go a little younger. Go ahead and put an 8-year-old young male in there. First place he's gonna look. Poof. And she thinks that was an accident, like she didn't understand that. What kills me is I get all the defending of it as freedom and fashion and everything, but all I'm saying is, I've always said that nowadays 80% of American women, they're not acting out, but 80% of American women have the heart of a whore now. And I'm going, it just seems like they don't want to suffer the consequences of that, though. That's what's disgusting to me. If you want to change society and flip it on its upside down and do everything ass backwards and do away with family and the value of monogamy and trust and relationships, okay, put your women nude. But desire achieved. But I mean, these people that are defending this, the pastor himself probably has a side piece, is what it is. That's why he's got to let her go. She's probably got a side piece. They probably have an open marriage. If you're doing all that, so it's like a lot of people that are defending this are just involved in the filth. Filth is according to, like, you're talking in a Christian sense or whatever. They're involved in the risque behavior, and they're just trying to normalize it and thinking that you can carry on with what made this country great while you're upending the culture. It's like, no, you're not going to pull that off. If your women are going to go around like whores, you're going to pay the price, society. It's just all there is to it. Because women have the power of everything. Wars are fought over women. Pastor Manning said, hell, he said, if it wasn't for the beauty of a woman, hell, men might never even come out of the cave. There wasn't nothing to come out of the cave to fight for or do for. The beauty of a woman is everything in the world. If you go treating it like a cheap piece of shit, and no matter what matters, and the women have no respect for themselves as far as like monogamous relationships, hey, you're asking for trouble, and we're sure going to get it. Because I think the fashion industry has won. Look at the women with tattoos and piercings through stupid sensitive body parts, and then here's a pastor. She's dressed like this and raised $4 million. Oh, that's okay. Go ahead and fuck the minds. I'm sorry. Go ahead and mess up all the minds of the little teenage kids. Yeah, go ahead and mess up all the minds of the teenage kids while they're looking at the pastor's wife. Yeah, you go right ahead and get them all in the frame of mind of wanting sex more than wanting to understand what any spirituality is about. Why, hell yes, good move. Yay for you. These people are crazy, man. It's crazy. We're not going to get away with this. Women are free and men are emasculated. And that's just all there is what's going on. It's not even complicated. Young men, I just went around with a couple of young men talking about women. Women are different these days. I said, no, they're not. The same creatures they were throughout the fucking from time immemorial. It's just that now they're being allowed to act like whores and accepted. Before, when they acted like a whore, they probably would be treated like one or spoken to like one, not mean or anything. Just, oh, you're a whore. We got it. Yeah, I got money here. But now women are acting like whores, and now they want to be ladies. Wait a minute. You're dressed like a whore and you want to be treated like a lady and thought of as a lady, and you're dressed like a whore that wants to show all the men you. It's like what the hell, man? Flesh-colored dress too underneath it, a flesh color too. You think she didn't know what she was doing? You think she wasn't going, I'm going to look as naked as I possibly can to stimulate the men in the audience the best as I can? Because probably everywhere she goes, she's addicted to men. Look at women, what is it they like to do? They like to look good. For who? Well, they say other women, okay, but yeah, probably for other men too. So when a woman reaches a certain level of exposing herself, I always get a kick out of the dumbass husbands that are with him. It's like, you do know she actually wants to fuck somebody else, right, buddy? Oh, I'm sorry. Can we cuss now?
Yeah, you can say the F word. Yeah.
Yeah, and you do know, sir, that your wife wants to fuck somebody if she dresses like that, correct? I mean, you do understand that? If she's showing that much of her body, she's a step away from wanting to fuck another man. Now, I would say, look at it as a gift. She's at least showing you what she's capable of, and you can react and act accordingly. But to think a woman goes out and half naked in public and is your woman, these fucking men are sick, man. CT, these motherfucking men are sick. They're out of their fucking minds, buddy. Women are treacherous, beautiful creatures, man. Soft, sweet, feminine, treacherous creatures, man. They got the power of that fucking nudity. When they start showing it, you think they're not fucking leading with that? In everything they do? Take a woman that's in the workplace, all half naked and shit. Leotards up the crack of her ass and tits sticking out, right? Okay. Okay, so some ugly fucker like me looks at her. She's going, ooh, you. I got that. Now bring a young man, big old strong looking young man, and have him look at her. You know what's going on, Mr. Husband, with your wife dressed like that? You know how a man gets a half a husk hanging maybe sometimes when he shouldn't, looking at a woman, your woman's probably getting a little moist and engorged when the right man looks at her. That's how nude she is. When a woman gets that nude, they are a step away from wanting to finish the deal. Women don't get naked for no damn reason. Watch them when they take their clothes off on the beach and watch them how they dress down to them bikinis. Watch them how they take their clothes off. They act like they're stripping. It's just real nice and soft and sweet. And men, husbands don't get this. It's like, wow. I mean, I get it. There's no sense in if your woman's crazy and you got a woman that has a heart of a whore on your hand. I'm not saying leave her. I'm just saying, good God, snap out of your dream world. Oh, that's nothing. It's just fashion. No, it's not.
Hey, CT, what's up, CT? What's up, Be Brave?
Hey.
CT, you ain't gonna do nothing but trigger. No, you know who you're gonna trigger, right? You know what I mean? The 304s, you know what I mean? But other than that, you're right. Earlier, Muslims put out the perception. You know what I mean? They got the covered up. They put it, doesn't mean they're better, but they put the perception out that makes it look good. You know what I mean? And that's what him being a Christian should have his wife do. Make her dress like she's from Little House on the Prairie or something like that. You know what I mean? Shit. Put the little thing on that they used to wear. You know what I mean? Do all that. You shouldn't be a minister's wife and so-called a minister, you know what I mean, dressing with mesh, you know what I'm saying, trying to entice men. You know what I mean? And he's defending that shit. They ain't no Christian. That's a demon, CT. That's what that is.
Well, Skywalker, what do you think about just a wife of a regular person dressing?
I would say, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Not to, but it's different. You know what I mean? It's different. This is you're like how much 10,000 people in this crowd, whatever. Probably a couple 100,000 million people watching them. You know, on YouTube, on wherever, TV, wherever, and your wife comes out looking like that. You know how much? You know what? CT probably was one of them. You know how much people probably were jacking off when they seen that?
Well, come on, hold on. Really over that?
Hey,
but
man.
but you heard him say, you heard Skywalker say that it's different. And that's my point, because it's not, folks.
Listen,
any man who has his wife dressed like this, he's not understanding what the hell she's thinking. So that's why they get away with it. Because
I agree with you.
They think it's different. This is okay, but this isn't. No, none of it's okay.
No,
it's all destructive to.
That's not what I'm saying. Be brave. What I'm saying is.
Well, you said it's different, and I'm saying no, it's not.
I agree with you that it's not different. I said that first. I said no. In my opinion, no. Your wife shouldn't be walking around like that. But the only reason why I say it's different is because this is a minister's wife, and this is a regular person. You know what I mean? This regular person, yeah, you might see people, ain't nobody following you. This minister's wife, you got people following them. You know what I mean? And now she comes out with a dress like that. That's what I mean by that. I agree with you, Be Brave. You got a wife. Your wife shouldn't be flaunting her ass out there. You know what I mean? Cover that shit up.
Or if she does, just be man enough to understand what it's about. Is my point.
Yeah, be man enough to know what time it is when it comes
through. Did CT mention what Jamal Bryant said about the dress? The responsibility of why the dress exists, why she wore it. You know, he said it's him. You know, to go along with your conversation, he said that he bought it for her. He wanted her to wear it. Oh, okay.
That's why I said probably wife swapping and shit like that. Nobody knows it.
Dude, you know he got his start here in Baltimore. Be Brave, that pastor. He got big here, moved down south, became a bishop. He's one of those.
Oh, I don't know. I had no
idea.
I
mean, you know, like economic thing. Turned it into a business.
Well, and that's that's what he's doing. And that's why, therefore, my money says that he's probably got side pieces that he's trying to, and his wife probably isn't even worried about it.
The worst kept secret.
As a side dude.
The worst kept secret in the black church is that the pastor is loving all his female parishioners. It's like 80% of the black church is female.
Yeah. So it's just none of it makes sense. That's why I'm saying. It's a conversation that men don't want to have because they're emasculated. They're afraid of it. It's like, you know what? If I was married to a woman that wanted to dress like a whore and I had kids with her, I'd say, you know what, honey, I'm not leaving you because I'm going to stay with my kids. But I wouldn't sit there and think that she's not out there fucking, that she's not a whore. See, I'd still appreciate her as the mother of my children. But she's a fucking whore is a whore. You dress like a whore, you got a whore's heart, you're a fucking whore. It's no big deal. You're free. Women are free. All this shit about we got to get a hold of women. No, we don't. They're free. If they take us down, that's because men are a bunch of fucking punks and can't tell them how to behave or ask them kindly to fucking behave it. It's just men are emasculated and women are taking advantage of it, and we're not getting away with it. The society is crumbling because of women thinking like whores. That's one of the reasons it's crumbling. Yes, it's not good. You can't have women in a society that was built on monogamy, mom, dad, and kids and family. You can't have women turning into fucking street walking, dressing like streetwalkers. We're not going to get away with that. You're going to change the culture. So that means what? No more moms and dads, just everybody makes kids and then they hope for the combined families to do well, which is a good hope. I mean, if second best, but as far as mom, dad, faithful, loving relationships, kids, yeah, that could be a thing of the past. Thank you, women, because they need to go around dressing like whores. They think they do, and the men can't stop them. The young men can't tell them that because the young men are afraid of looking insecure. Or it's like trying to tell my woman what to do. It's like, well, all a young man needs to do is just think this. Look, do you want your woman to pull her panties down and show Look at her. There's a football team of men, bunch of fine-looking men. You want your woman to turn around and pull her panties down and show that ass to them? No. Why do you want her to be dressed in something that you see that much of her ass, basically, then? You can't stop her, you punk-ass fucking silly man. Just admit it. You can't stop her. You're afraid of it. You're emasculated and you can't dare say anything to her because she would tell you to go screw yourself. And then there you are without a fucking woman, which you should go, so what, you know? But again, like I said, when you got kids, you're going to have to, you still got to let the whore reign. You can't throw, you got to stay with your kids. But I mean, if you don't have kids and you got a woman that's wanting to show that ass half naked, god damn, you know, she's showing you what she is. And men just, you know, they write it off like, oh, it's just fashions. It ain't just fashions, folks. It ain't just fashions. When that woman's when women know when they're fucking half naked, they know what they know exactly what they're doing when the right man sees them.
Yeah. Thank you so much, KC, for the cash app, buddy. All right, here we go. Let's see what this guy has to say about it.
Man about a dress. I bought the dress. And I like it.
And I like it.
Whether you like it or not.
I don't care whether you like it or not. All right, let's see what this guy has to say about
Greetings, y'all, and welcome to Seek Things Above TV, where Christ shapes our perspective and we view all things through a biblical lens. I'm your host, Lou Ciccone. So we're taking a look at this video from Jamal Bryant, where he is responding to the backlash that he
it's a good setup.
Received, well, that the church received, or him and his wife received, for this viral dress that she wore to a function. Now, he makes a very poor attempt at trying to defend this dress that his wife chose, even giving us the information that he's the one.
I can't believe she
actually bought it. But it's important to see how these moments actually show us who guys like Jamal Bryant really are.
I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, you know, for a 60-year-old, she's pretty nice though. I gotta give her credit for that. I mean,
yeah, she's 60.
She's 60. She's 60. Yeah, she's 60.
Yeah. And she has a PhD.
Oh yeah, that really makes it better. Yeah.
Well, look, not for nothing. I had to listen to the ladies' show last night when I was producing it. They talked.
They talked about it last night.
Yeah, and like KJ brought clips from a pastor that she likes talking about it. He called her $2. Well, he didn't call her. He called him what Be Brave said, parading his wife around like a $2 whore by saying that, you know, if he really bought it and everything, right, that he should have never made that choice to begin with. He was criticizing her, but there are a lot of people who are on this dude's side, right? You get that.
Sure.
Right? Like his whole church was cheering for him.
Really?
Go watch the thing. It's still all ladies in. Oh yeah, she's the woman. They all want to be her.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's why we're churching on the drain.
A pearl, like while he's defending his wife and her choices and all that jazz, right? Like the whole dress, he's wearing a jacket with a pearl-lined collar in his church as a man of God. I mean, it's kind of mixed messaging there.
Shit, life, but now life is nothing but one big fucking mixed message. That's putting it lightly. Now what we're doing in the face of children is fucking throwing psychological wrecking balls at them, man. With this the way women are acting now, it's like it's just screwing things up. This is not good. This ain't good. And men are just done. I guess I don't know. Maybe men in the past were overly authoritative and probably were. But now it's like, okay, find the middle ground and learn how to be a good man. Now men are just complete punks, emasculated, gone, done.
I agree with you, Feather Duster. I said that earlier. I agree.
Tariq's going to be mad at you.
You think so? I wonder if he did a video about this, actually. I want to hear what he has to say about it, actually. Yeah.
I'm sure he has.
Huh?
I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
Yet again, one of those instances whereby opening his mouth, he's going to show us the things that he's truly about, and you'll see how his way of thinking does not line up with scripture at all. So let's hop right into it. If y'all like content like this, y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Without further ado, let's get.
Tariq hasn't done a video in a week, man. He's still on vacation.
Might be on vacation.
Must be on vacation, man.
I bet she's not going to do it. I bet she doesn't do a video on this. I'll bet she doesn't comment on this because it's going to make it makes FBAs look bad. He can't do that. He's got to make FBAs look like they're angels on the earth.
It really does make FBAs look bad.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous, man. That anybody's defending.
People say that she's allowed to wear it. It's classy. It was made by a top designer. I'm not arguing on her side. Please don't think.
No, we get that.
A lot of people who support them say there's nothing immodest. It's nude. It's not see-through. Where's your mind's at, not theirs.
That's because they're in the frame of mind of cheating themselves. People that are going to defend that behavior are that far away from doing it, or they're doing it. It's no big deal. It's like, who are we shitting here? If you're defending that nonsense, period, I don't care about the church. If you think these women are supposed to go around with them fucking yoga pants and that crack of that ass up the crack of that ass like they have, it's like, are we crazy? It's like, come on, man. If your woman wants to show herself that much, yeah, you ain't her man. You're just a business deal to her. It's like if we were all adults. All right, then it's all different. Okay, all right. Even though, like, I would still rub in, hey, dude, your wife just, showing everybody her ass, that she wants to fuck somebody other than you. I'd still rub it in as adults. But when it enters into disrupting the minds of children, that's that blows my mind that we're not acknowledging. When you're destroying monogamy and family and trust, and you're dressing it like a whore in the street, it's like, wow, and we don't get that. It's like, yikes. Holy cow.
Get right into it.
I needed to get this straight.
Look at that collar. Dude, I'm sorry. I can't get over it until once they point it, because I didn't see it after. Bring it back up, bro. Bring it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his collar. Do you see his shirt is lined with pearls? Pearl.
Yeah, I see that.
That doesn't make you think like pause about your religious leader is adorning himself in material wealth?
Yes.
I'm trying to think of
Am I missing something?
You're not.
Remember when Tammy Faye Baker used to have all that heavy makeup on? And people used to comment on her. I think Tammy
Baker. People in the comments calling you a misogynist. Would you define yourself as a misogynist?
Oh, who braver?
No,
brave.
Come on.
No one's calling you a misogynist. Everybody knows you're a misogynist. Hands around the mop, fella.
Yeah, don't worry about that stupid shit. I'm talking about what the hell's unraveling. But people used to call Tammy Faye Baker. She used to talk about her makeup. Man alive, and it was sad. I used to look at it and laugh at that. I said, and you're a church lady? Really? You got the makeup of a whore and you're a church lady? Her dresses weren't that bad though. But yeah, no, she used to put cake makeup on like.
Yeah, but what about if she was in 2026 in her prime?
She what?
They wouldn't have been as bad, her dresses, or they've been on this lady's level?
Oh, Tammy Faye Baker had an excellent body, I think. No, I don't know. I'm just saying, who knows? It may be 20, like you say, 2026. Who knows? I mean, she'll do that with her face.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
Also, work
into it, once that mindset is there.
Before that you put up, right? The one that said if any woman who supports this are women with work husbands. I mean, I wonder how many people worked in corporate America. That's a lot of women then, because a lot of women in corporate America have what they would consider their work husbands.
Well, what I'm going by, Gimpy, is I'm not a god, right? How come all the places I worked at for any length of time, I could get with a married woman that had a husband taking damn good care of her?
Sure.
So this isn't like something that's,
it's not at all new. The corporate world has been cesspool like this.
What I'm saying is once you bring it out of and put it in the face of children.
Brave, how about this throwback? You'll enjoy this one. You remember what Christmas parties used to be in corporate America? And now that doesn't exist except in the biggest places, when it used to be in every company, right? Because of all the problems those Christmas parties would result in, all the divorces, the marriage, right? All that shit that would come out of like taking your company away for a weekend, sticking them all in the same place overnight. Dude, I've been in many companies where I've seen the last Christmas party for various reasons, right? Like that the company never had a party like that again. They toned it down to like a dinner or something. And dude, people should know.
All I'm saying is now that we're doing it in the face of children is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it used to be, even when people were animals 50, 60 years ago, it was still kept in
behind closed doors. Yeah. They kept the
now we think we can bring all of this shit out and put it in the face of kids.
It was inevitable. That's the cycle.
Well, I don't know if it was inevitable. I'd say it was manipulated and engineered. Gimpy.
I mean,
but I'm still saying this. You're not going to get away with doing this in front of kids, and you're not going to get away with it. It's going to flip your culture on end. Marriage will be a joke in the future, nothing to be taken serious, and things of that nature. So, when people are talking about, a pastor having his wife dressed like that, leading her, trying to lead people to salvation, while they're looking at her vagina area. I mean, what else do you do with a? I mean, come on, man. She gets in your face, and it's like, the whole pattern leads you right to where it takes your eyes to it. It's not even as if you got to be a pervert. Bloop, the dress takes your eyes to her vagina. It's like, oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Hey, interesting. I don't know what you think you're trying to get away with, but yeah, okay, got it.
Dude, I just think it makes it easier and easier for the Muslims to take us over. All this does is make it simpler for them because they suck up all the people who are lost looking structure. They give them structure. Look at what happened in Europe. These little kids in schools are converting to Islam just to be.
Why are Muslims better at being conservative?
It's codified.
They're better at being conservatives than conservatives Christians.
Well, they're not better at being conservatives because they're vicious.
Interpretation.
They're vicious. They're not better.
Their lives are codified. They're not up to interpretation. They have to follow a list of rules they don't get a say in.
And they're vicious. You have to be vicious.
Yeah, that's a separate issue. I'm just saying why they're better conservatives.
Right, yeah. No, I'm saying they're not good conservatives because
subscribe.
If you treat other humans like shit, how can you call yourself a conservative? They treat women like shit.
I mean, I don't disagree. I think
that's all. Then you can't give them any credit whatsoever, other than to say they're fucking mentally ill.
Modesty and
mentally ill. They are smart enough to understand that the woman nudity has a lot of power, but still, I mean, that's why I say women are free. Men just didn't keep up with it. That's what happened. Women became free. They're free. Okay. Men, instead of saying, wait a minute, okay, being their man, no matter what, risking the ups and downs and saying, yeah, I know you're free. And guess what? You're acting like a horse. So get out of my life. No problem. It's okay. Be yourself. But men are emasculated and they're just not keeping up with the fact that women are free. You don't need Muslim rules to keep women down. You need men to be men in a free society and say, hey, yeah, ask a woman, you're my girl. What are you doing there? But they can't. And the whole culture, the manipulation and the media itself frames it so that men now have to shut up. Look at what the media does with their fashions and what they put in. Look at the Sabrina Carpenter. Is that her name? That little Disney slut now. Look at what the media does with her. She's up there. She's a little white blonde singer. And I think her demographic, because when I seen her on stage, I'm saying, oh no, this is their latest version of showing whores to little girls. And I looked up her demographics. It's 13 to 18. Look what Sabrina Carpenter does on stage now. I'm telling you, this is not an accident. Gentiles are being brought down. They're being brought down. This is watering down our culture, and it's weakening us. And thank you, Pastor, whoever, for contributing to it with your silly wife. But yeah, it's just a matter of, it's not even a matter of religion or anything. It's just a matter of human nature. Ain't no goddamn man. Well, okay, and there are people that are into wife swap, and I get that. But for the most part, there's no man that wants his wife to be goddamn naked in public. I say there's a lot of men that don't even. Oh, go ahead and read that.
Real quick, Vanta says, CT, can we pray for lost heroes, like for the family? No, not at all. No. It's not for me to pray for them. It's for. No.
Yeah, I even say when the bikinis came,
we're gonna have a moment of silence, Tether.
When I even say that when the bikinis came out,
your money, despite this capitalist pig over here.
When the bikinis came out, men didn't know how to handle it, so they said, "Oh, it's just bathing wear." No, buddy, sorry. It is what it is. Men can't face it. It's like we just gradually become more and more basically just fucking punks. Just stupid fucking punks, emasculated fucking pieces of shit that are falling for it. It's like I understand it. I got it. A couple of my girls, I told them when I met them, I said, you got a man, loosen up on the clothes. Hell, they did it immediately. I'm saying if a lot of men, they would just talk to their women probably wouldn't tell them no. Their women would probably go, oh, okay, I didn't know you felt that way. Yeah, why not? He don't want you in public naked. She'd probably be flattered. Oh, probably reassure her that, hell, she's his woman.
Only the O's. Only the 304s won't be.
No, there's a lot of hard-headed women that aren't necessarily 304s.
Dude, no girl is wearing a thong outside of their pants because they're not trying to get to dudes to look at their ass. So the women who give you pushback for dressing like that, they want to be seen like that in public.
Right. But it doesn't mean they're actually acting out, is what I'm saying. Yeah, and there are. You're correct.
That makes them hoes by cat.
I'd go with you on that. If you got a heart of a whore and you're going to hang on to it, fuck. What are you going to call them? But it's a goddamn whore. It's a damn whore. You're going to act out to it. But no, I get a kick out of it that we think we're getting away with this is what I find hilarious. That's what I find amazing.
Who thinks, I'm not questioning, but I'm asking, who thinks they're getting away with this exactly?
Oh, all of society, because they're making excuses for it.
Gotcha.
Men are making excuses. Well, it's just modern fashions. Oh no, it's comfortable in the gym. Oh, right, buddy, got it. Right. When your woman's naked in public, you think it's just fashion. Oh, and men by the numbers, line them up. See how many of them wouldn't dare say anything really bad about it. They can't.
Brave Questions to Ponder earlier today was upset with me. She was saying that in a nutshell, women should have the right to dress however they want to dress out in public. And she said a whole host of other things. I'm trying to find the messages, but it's way back up. But
see, that's what I mean. That's how you know Questions to Ponder is a 304, bro.
Hey.
Well, we don't know that, but yeah. But she's a 304 adjacent. Possibly.
Defending that, so look, I stand by that. Mammy Babbler is outing herself by defending that to that degree. Thou protesteth too much. You tell a guy that if they barked back at you like that about something as apparent as this. So stop it, man. Any woman that's going to do it shows their character, dude. They're more interested in being able to walk around half naked than being a part of a civil society.
Look,
dude,
and
I'm telling you, they out themselves this way, man.
And she is right. Women are free.
Oh yeah. I don't. It's what you do with that freedom that matters.
Right, that's right. And so I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Women don't understand. CT, I did a react on your show probably 2 years ago. Modern women are pigs. Look, we're in trouble, folks. Modern women are just like male pigs. Now they're just pigs. They're pigs right with males now. Yeah, that's what it is. And what are you gonna? You're right. She's right. They need to dress however they want, unless, of course, it gets just completely ridiculous. And now it's getting to where, if you look at some of it, it's like now there's fashions where literally the ass cheeks are naked. in slacks. It's like, oh yay, let's let's do that. No, I mean to say a woman needs to dress however they want, and I would say that you could say that if you also added to that, regardless of it takes the culture down the drain. Because you can't say they can dress however they want and deny that it's not going to take the culture down. It's going to take the culture down the drain. So you have to add that in. To sit there and say women can dress however they want and think you're just going to keep up the family structure and monogamy and the value of marriage. That's crazy, man. That ain't gonna happen. You're kicking the shit out of it. Women are the nudity of the world revolves around the naked woman. The history of man revolves around the naked woman. That's what gives men their oomph. That's why they go to war. And you're just gonna put that in public? Right, got it. No, it's
real quick. Andar Rovin says Elijah Muhammad preached that white people are literal devils created by an evil scientist by the name of Yaqub. FBA pastors have sent generations of their communities to madness, confusion, and mental slavery. It's a tough choice. I choose Elijah Muhammad. Yeah, the whole belief in Yaqub creating a white man. Yeah, it's pretty quirky, but I'll choose Elijah Muhammad over any black pastor any day of the week, any day. Go ahead, Bray. What do you think about this comment?
It would be conducive to marriage and family structure. And from that is where you go, okay, maybe he's a little extreme, but your family structure is intact. Your respect for the marriage, your respect for understanding that the female doesn't want to hurt her man's feelings by having other men look at her naked. I mean, these women have no problem at all with being half naked in public. And I'm telling you, I don't care. If a man is a wife swapper, that's one thing. But most men by far are going, they just can't say anything, but they're hurt. It hurts them. It hurts them. It's like, damn. Even if it's I'll be damn. It's not good for your relationship. And the man, therefore, just continuously gets further and further away from you in his appreciation for you. Because, and guess what? By the way, you also had kids too? No. There's nothing that's good that's going to come out of these fashions. And for a woman to dress how she wishes, if you say that, you have to add on to that, regardless of the outcome, because there's going to be an outcome. There's going to be consequences. If they want to dress like whores and half naked, there's going to be a consequence. So if she would have just said that, I would go, okay, questions, we got you. But to just say women can just dress however they want and think things are going to go merrily along is like crazy. Yeah, it's like a little bit of Lost.
Yeah.
Maybe she understands that the consequences will be there, and she says still, maybe so.
Let's see what Anton has to say about it. Here we go.
Eddie, did you see Pastor Bryant's wife out with him wearing a see-through dress? Your thoughts? Out with him wearing a see-through dress. All right, let's see what's going on in the new year. Talking about Jamal Bryant. No, it's not see-through. It's not see-through. But we know what what they're implying. We know what they're selling. We know what it is that they're doing. And so it's not see-through. It's not see-through. But is it appropriate for a person that is designated themselves as a part of the church, as a leader of a church, as a part of clergy?
Wait a minute, Brave. You got some pushback in the chat. Here we go.
Buddy, I'm ugly as fuck, man. Why do you think I'm wearing this, man? Without it, I'm just dead ugly. You think I'd wear this if I wasn't all red-faced and strange looking. God damn. Give me a break.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, Brave, you wearing that doesn't destroy society, doesn't cripple
No, it
society.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
And that's the difference, man. You know.
No, especially it's a medical mask. I'm distracting. My face is so fucking red, it's distracting to me.
Yeah.
And the camera really enhances it. It's like, God damn, sometimes I'm wondering if I ain't the fucking devil. Jeez.
Listen, these people like to play in God's face, and they like to straddle the line between being worldly and being holy. And this is one of the reasons why people don't respect Christianity. They don't respect the Black church.
Yeah, definitely the whole Black church concept. Yeah,
I wasn't going to bring it up, CT, but
no. Well, I brought it up earlier. That's the whole reason why. I mean, I wouldn't mind.
I don't think you can find white people doing that.
I agree. You're not going to find a white first lady doing that of a church.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
No, I had brought it up earlier. I had brought it up about the Black churches.
Right.
Yeah, about the faults in the Black church, and one of them is the attire.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know what they think they're pulling off. It's not nobody. They're not going to get away with this.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the problems that Black families are having. It's partially because of over-sexualized children. Now here's the pastor's wife. Focus and like Anton said, she's not nude, but we know where her heart was. She wanted nude-colored clothes, man.
Yeah.
Brave looks like a cyberpunk Papa Smurf, God bless.
To a degree.
Hey, thanks, buddy. That's okay. Like I said.
Yeah.
But this is nobody's we're not getting away with this, folks. These women think women are sly creatures. That's why men have always had to be very careful and not get over and don't get crazy. But men have always had to now hold on, honey. I'm a full grown man. You ain't pulling that shit on me. I ain't stupid. But now they don't do that anymore at all. It's like, nope, it's just fashion. That's my wife. And if I say something to her, I don't want to come off as insecure.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's fucking pathetic, man. Like, God damn.
Need to bring shame back.
Why people playing God's face, and why it's so hard when people try to advocate for Christianity.
You know, one of the problems I had, Brave, with this pastor and what he said is, he said, I bought it for my wife, you jive turkey. This what I like. Well, I mean, yeah, you're a husband. That's hot, but you have a congregation of 10,000 people. It's not about you, man, this main character syndrome. It's about the message that gives off for your congregation, man, the people watching. It sends off a bad message. I mean, imagine if there's a woman in the congregation who's going to go back to her husband and say, I can dress like I want because the first lady, she dressed like how she want.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not really. He's thinking about himself, and that's one of the problems that I don't like with the Protestant church, particularly the Black Protestant churches, man.
And look at the flesh colored. That flesh colored was her color of flesh.
Yeah.
That wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
They paid for that dress to be made. They probably matched the flesh colored. How close does it match? It looks pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you think it's a Protestant thing? You think it's a Protestant thing? It's not just a Black church thing. You think it's a Protestant thing?
I think it's a secularization thing. It's not Protestant. There are Catholics out there that are awful too.
So you think it's
there are plenty of
non-Protestant?
people who say they are Catholic. Look at Nancy Pelosi. She's Catholic.
What about her?
She's literally a fall down drunk.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, but
you tried
and she does securities fraud.
Dude, she's a horrible person.
Okay, the securities fraud, that's bad, but the fall down drunk part, that ain't never.
No, dude, while she's running the nation,
never ruined the love of a grandma.
Dude, while she's running the nation, she's so drunk she can't talk. All right, man, and she claims to be, a church-going Catholic.
Yeah.
It's a westernization thing. It's the secularization. It's that they tried to have a balance where you could secularize society and have it not impact religion. But religion just continue to secularize because people want it easier, not harder. Religion is hard. Ask a Muslim how easy it is to maintain halal and not have haram, or a religious Jew how hard it is not to. You have to build whole structures, whole systems to support your way of life because no one else will.
No. CT at that point, he didn't care about the influence. He was ready to go home and fuck something. That's what he was ready to do. You know what I mean?
That's not true. He was more than happy to parade her around. That's the fundraiser for HBCUs and the United Negro College Fund. Dude, he was there to make a show and raise money. It's entertainment.
And a part of that could have been too. They're very well aware of the psychological aspects. Piss Whitey off and go out dressing like a whore to get black money coming in at you. Because I guarantee you, there's a lot of white people that
I see what you're saying, but he didn't have to dress her up like that. He could have dressed her up in something modest and still got.
That dress up. That empowered a lot of black people's thinking. Like, we don't do anything the white people do. It makes them completely unconventional. That's what they're at.
That ain't the you go girl, is it? Be brave. When they hit the you go girl.
What's it? I don't know. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. Could be. Yeah, you go, girl. Yeah, fuck whitey, girl. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. Could be. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's in there. It's in there. These people, you know, they're playing in big money. They got people when it comes to raising millions of dollars, and they know you want to pull some black strings. Make whitey uncomfortable. Look at who was it that was defending her? It
was Ricky Smiley.
Yeah, and shit like that. Yeah, it's like, listen to that shit. Yeah. It's like, I get it. I mean, you know, if you're a wife swapper and everything, but again, we were supposed to be thinking this is a society for everybody in public. That means there's 8-year-old young men there that don't need to have their eyes go right to her fucking vagina area.
Yeah.
Are we crazy? Jesus Christ. You know? I mean, even if it was something other than that, that's the part that really is weird. Flesh colored and the bullseye, the lead in. Your eyes are led there. You can't help but go there.
Yeah.
Lex says the first lady, Melania Trump, had her cleavage out on New Year's Eve. Oh, I forgot the rules.
She's not a pastor's wife. She's not the first wife of a bishop's.
That's okay. She was still lending to the downfall. There was no call for it.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying there
was no call for it. When I seen that, I'm going, oh, thank you, whore, Melania. Of course, I don't blame her. She's with somebody 24 years her senior. She probably is sick to her stomach when she has to be romantic with him.
Really? You think so?
Oh, fuck. A young, beautiful thing like that with them curves still. That woman wants to be pounded by a man. A young man. Shit. She dealing with that old motherfucker and puking her fucking guts up. I wouldn't doubt if they don't fucking take her out of the country and get her occasional service. It surprised me a bit. But yeah, she looked like a fucking whore.
Nobody takes it serious. Why? They think it's a game. They think it's a social hour. They think it's a club. They think it's a place for you to be able to go to and be gay in the choir and all of this stuff. So, you know, it's a difference between, because, you know, people can go back and forth and say, oh man, you know, it's not really see-through. It's not really like that. But when you hold a certain position, and this is one of the reasons, you know, a lot of people will say, Anton, you know the word of God, you know, you should probably, I would go to your church if you opened up a church. Well, I couldn't do that because I wouldn't be ready, or I would have to completely transform my presentation, because you have to be the ultimate representation as a leader of a church. You see what I'm saying? So your level of professionalism and responsibility goes up a notch, because you are literally the torchbearer for what the saints are supposed to present themselves as. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have a responsibility as individual saints to carry ourselves a certain way, Absolutely. But there's always going to be a higher level of responsibility for leadership in any capacity. If you're the CEO of a company, then one of the reasons why they'll get rid of you if you get into a scandal is because you're the mouthpiece for the company. You're the head of the snake. If you're a leader of a church, then you have to present yourself a certain way because you are literally, you know, the representation, the face of what people see Jesus as. And so you can't walk.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. He's supposed to be the embodiment of Christ. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Plus, you can safely call that dress see-through. I don't care if it's not see-through. Get the hell out of here with that shit. Yeah. It's meant to be It's meant to be looked at as see-through, for Christ. Kind of loud.
How was the honorable? Are you familiar with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad?
No.
Are you familiar with Louis Farrakhan?
Yes.
How were they able to have modesty in the Nation of Islam?
Because they talked about the value of family and what it does to uplift a human's period. They wrapped around that with everything they were made of.
Yeah.
The wife, the husband, and their kids, that is what they wrapped. They pointed out. This is what you do. Now, how do you maintain this? Bang! Rules, sensibility, logic. So, I mean, you know, I had never faulted the Nation of Islam when they're sitting out there telling these black people, ask them, what the hell are you doing? The hell do you think you're doing? No, the Nation of Islam is like, man alive. It's, I don't know the ins and outs of that, but I'll tell you one thing I do know damn for sure. You've seen people that were involved in it, regardless of whether they hung there or they left early or whatever. While they were there, they were understanding family, love, respect for your mate, and children. That's what was being driven home to them with that organization. Even more than Hate Whitey. Hate Whitey was clear in the background. Well, maybe not too far back there, but no, it was. You could tell they were proud and you could see when they would hold their heads up and they'd walk upright. And why were they walking upright? Okay, of course it was to say Whitey go to hell, but a lot of it also was, we're going to have a culture that functions. We're going to have a black culture that functions. Follow us. Do this. You know? You never seen slouchy Nation of Islam members. You know, you never seen women that were out there, you know, every time you would see a man and his wife in a Nation of Islam setting, it was the woman didn't have to she didn't have to be covered up or nothing. She just, you can tell that was her man. It was her man. I mean, Jesus. These people, the Nation of Islam, it's kind of sad that they've gone away. They've kind of gone away, haven't they?
Yeah, it's not. They don't have the members as they once did.
It's modernity, man. We're circling the drain. We're circling the drain. It's modernity. We're going down the drain. Too much flesh and not enough intellect.
Everybody's talking about
Now I wonder what Sherry is going to say. Here we go. Let's see what she says.
Atlanta pastor Jamal Bryant and a dress that his wife wore to a fundraiser.
Yo,
I want to use my gematria powers. The numbers are telling me she will defend the woman. And I think I see a 42 in there. But that's only because that, you know.
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt today and say that she won't defend it.
No, I don't know. She's on Jamal Bryant's side. That's my gematria prediction of the day. Let's see if I'm as accurate as I.
Yeah. Might be double 42.
So Jamal's wife is Dr. Karri Turner Bryant, who is also a minister, and she's a woman of faith.
Oh, okay.
Now the
Does she have on raptor nails?
I don't think so.
She probably will not defend it.
Okay.
There's a good chance.
Fundraiser for the United Negro College Fund.
Okay.
And the UNCF raised over $4 million for HBCUs.
Okay, that's some nice money.
That is. But
okay.
That's not what people were talking about. They were talking about the fact that Dr. Bryant wore a flesh-colored dress to the event.
Okay.
So people on the internet said, wait a minute, what kind of flesh are we fundraising for?
Okay, that's kind of funny.
So you had a lot of people that started questioning whether the dress was appropriate for a pastor's wife. But during the New Year's Eve service, the pastor, Jamal Bryant, he defended his wife. Take a look.
The dress was not see-through.
The dress was not see-through. Come on.
The dress was flesh color. But because you ain't never been nowhere and ain't never been exposed to nothing, I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress.
Dude, look at them cheer for him.
You said what?
Look at them cheer.
Yeah.
Look at his congregation, standing ovation. From what I can tell, every angle that I see, it's only women.
Yep.
Again.
And I like it.
And I like it.
I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me.
Oh, we all like it. We're just saying it's not in the right place.
But
we all like it.
but he's talking to Brave. Believe it or not, you know who he's talking to?
Probably his congregation.
He's talking to men like me. He had me thrown out of his church. Get him out of here. Because they don't like that intellectual stuff in these black ass churches, man. It's all call and response, emotional bullshit.
Yeah.
And so a person like me would say, well, Pastor, to be honest with you, that kind of sends a bad example because the institution, get out of there. They had the ushers get you up out of there, Brave. I swear to God, they will have the ushers get you out there. If it ain't, maybe the deacons, but he had the ushers get you out of there because you're undermining his cash flow. That's how he'll look at it. You're undermining it because the women give all the money to him. Because he's talking to men. He's not talking to who else would he be talking to? He's talking to the men, not the men in the congregation, but he's talking to overall men. Yeah. A lot of black men really see that stuff. And that's why you don't have a lot of black men in these churches because of that prosperity pimping.
It would get disgusting trying to pursue a spiritual sense in a church and see nothing but a goddamn show that you know is nothing but a show. Yeah. That was just like, oh God.
Dude, you were channeling reason there for a minute.
Oh yeah?
You sounded just like him.
So what's Sherry saying?
All right, let's see what she says.
All of that is what he was saying. Jamal Bryant, where all that is in the Bible. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
The dress. Is that in the Old Testament or the New Testament? I don't know. She married to me. Is that in Proverbs or Galatians? Which everything that you said, was that before or after Moses parted the Red Sea?
Okay.
Now, I have to say this. I am a big fan of Dr. Karri Bryant. I follow her on social media. I think that she is a brilliant woman. She's accomplished. And
This
she's
sounds like
stunning.
defending the woman.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Let's see where she goes with this.
And I want that dress.
Okay, she's not. Okay, so let's see what she's going to say.
I want that
The dress was nice. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
it just
I don't think she can defend it.
dress. I need to know where to buy that dress. But here's the difference. I'm not a first lady, okay? When he bought her the dress and she put it on, they knew to stir that dress was going to cause being flesh color.
I'm surprised this woman, I don't really know her. Yeah.
Hey, CT, her being a so-called minister, she should have told her husband, don't you think this is inappropriate? You know what I mean?
But see, that's what I was saying earlier.
That's
what I was saying earlier. It's not on the woman to decide.
I know it's not on the
woman.
woman.
Doesn't have the brain capacity to think like this. It's up to the men to say,
dude,
you shouldn't do this.
Yeah. Understand how hypocritical it is for the
man to say you're my wife. I don't want you to show that much of yourself.
Like, okay, if it's not good for the first wife, it's not good for her either. Right?
No, it's not. We said that earlier.
Be the benchmark for what is good and right. In the argument that this woman's making, it's hypocritical to say, I need that dress. I got to have that dress, but she shouldn't wear that dress. If she shouldn't wear it, you shouldn't wear it. It's the same problem on you that it is on her.
Okay.
Sorry.
But being a minister and a first lady, yeah, you're not new to this.
She's
And yes, we all.
She defended the woman.
Just real quick. Vanta says for the €2, £2, excuse me. Black women buck broke black men, not the white. Okay, here we go.
Know that the dress isn't actually see-through. It is an illusion. I just don't know where the illusion of nudity fits in with being a first lady. I mean, for me, I feel like there's certain things that you don't expect from certain people. Like I expect to see Cardi B or Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, sure. I've always, I don't really watch her, but I've always thought she was a knucklehead. Okay, she's making some sense here. Okay, she's making some sense. Here we go.
Lizzo and something like this. Danielle Brooks just wore something like this to the Critics' Choice Awards last night.
Right.
But I don't expect to see a first lady in the dress. And I will tell you this, is because sometimes when I say there's some things you can do, because you can do it, but should you? Like when I got my breast reduction, I was going everywhere broadless because I wanted the world to meet these new girls. I did. I was like, you know what? They done been through enough. Let them breathe. But what happened was people set me down and they said, Sherry, you are a daytime talk show host. You can't be going places with your nipples knocking on doors. And when I thought about it, it is. I have a responsibility. I'm a talk show host. I got it. So Pastor Bryant also said nobody paid attention to the fact that they raised $4 million at the event. And I say they didn't because everybody was trying to figure out where the dress started and salvation ended.
Oh, okay.
In the dress. So the money got.
Go ahead, Gimpy.
No, it's.
I thought you said something.
The cognitive dissonance demonstrated by this woman. How is she to make moral judgment on someone else when she herself is admitting to having the same exact shortcomings that others had to correct in her? She couldn't even correct.
Yeah, but she's also saying that but you do agree there is a set and setting and the type of, you agree with that.
Dress is inappropriate. I'm talking about she is the epitome of worse than the dress. This woman, she wants the dress, she covets the dress, she openly salivates over the dress. She supports the woman, she protects the woman. It's the man who's the problem for getting her the dress. And that the only thing she has for criticism for the woman is it's not that, you're a first lady, you should wear an appropriate dress in outings but for me, I can wear it. Dude, that's the biggest hypocrisy ever because somehow it's not a sin for you, but it would be a sin for her because you expect her to live at a higher, more modest standard. Yeah. But again, if you're going to cast that judgment, you should be in a position where you say, I dress modestly. You can't say you dressed immodest and you're walking around in thong. You can't say you want the exact dress you think she didn't wear. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too. You can't criticize someone and then go do the exact thing you're criticizing them for and think you're not a hypocrite.
I'm gonna read this super chat, and I suspect I know who this is, but I'm gonna read it the way that you wrote this. And that you didn't take the time to use autocorrect. And I'm not going to correct it for you. Mr. Editor says, why did your run from Dave Anderson? Okay. I read the super chat. There you go, buddy. I think I know who wrote it. I'm going to read it the way you didn't correct it or anything. So I'm going to read it the way you wrote it. Here you go. Let's play the rest of this video. Here we go.
Raised, but so did everybody's blood pressure. And that's why I say, Dr. Karri, you don't need that dress. I need that dress. I was on the internet all night long looking for that dress to see if y'all listed that dress on one of the sites. So I would ask could you send that dress to the Chelsea Studios right here in New York City? Attention, Sherry Shepherd. That's because I really want that dress. And as a matter of fact, Dr. Karri Bryant, I heard that you're in New York City right now. So stop by. I would love to talk to you. Tell me what you think about the dress. Come on, stop by, girl.
So she didn't necessarily condemn it, Brave. She just basically said it's a time and place, depending on who you are. Okay, so what do you think about her stuff? I get where
I think Gimpy had a point. She's undermining it. She's justifying something that's going to undermine family values. So I mean, she's condemning a person who's supposed to be representing the pursuit of spirituality, but yet she's going to just go out in public herself and say, never mind what you saw in church, pay attention to us whores out here on the street, and we'll take you down the drain with us. So I mean, I get what Gimpy was saying, but it's still, at least she did make sense out of the fact that did you really need to wear it there? See, what you're not hearing any of these people talk about, any of them bringing up the fact that this woman, what the hell damage she does to the minds of young teenage dudes. Nobody's worried about that. It's like, that's my biggest concern is like, okay, we're all adults. Again, what are we doing to kids in this culture? This is too much.
Well, in all honesty, Brave, nobody's looking at a 60-year-old grandma.
No, that good-looking woman with those curves, if they don't see her face, are you kidding me? And all they're seeing is no. She looks like she could be, no, CT, I think you're very wrong. It depends. She's got her tits out, cleavage out, just like with Melania Trump. Those tits were out. No, and again, it's about what we're doing to kids with these fashions is my point. That's what we're not getting away with. Again, adults, hey, okay, let's do it. But goddamn, we're not understanding. You got fucking young dudes that are fucking out here, trying to, figure out math, English, and science. But all we're doing is, back when I was a kid, I never seen this stuff in my face, man. Never seen this shit in my face as a kid. And now I'm going everywhere I'm going. I'm going, these poor young dudes, man. What? No wonder they're sitting there, fucking screwed up and emasculated because the very power of the sensuousness of the female body overpowers them. They're not psychologically equipped to understand that, well, that's a whore. They have to pay her deference and think, well, she's still a lady, while they're sitting there thinking of her like a whore. So it's a collision of fucking psychology. This is all crazy. These fashions are crazy, and this is nonsense. And I'm just saying that I understand what you're saying, CT, but my point is nobody's talking about the damage these two goddamn people are doing to the families with young men in them. And 60 my ass. Look at her real close. I'll tell you that. Go ahead.
Phantom says Sherry built like Bowser from Super Mario. No lie. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. God damn it, I'm telling you, adults are adults, and we've all been pigs and animals, but it used to be so much better hidden from the kids. It did.
Yeah, that CT, man, they're normalizing that shit. You know what I mean? They're making it like whatever. You know what I mean? Go ahead and do it. And if you say something, you're in the wrong for saying something. It's their business. Why say something? Because they see. It's like I said. How much followers you think they got watching them? You know what I mean? How much people you think that watch that? And now that everybody's reacting to it, you got kids. Everybody sees this and they're like, okay, well, we can dress like that. And look at how everybody is on her side and on his side. Look at him. He bought it for her. You know what I mean? Shit, we can dress like that. It's good. A pastor's wife dressed like that, so we can dress like that. You know what I mean? So it's not putting especially and it all like you said, it's about perception. You know what I mean? The Muslims, you know what I mean? They over there got covered up. You know what I'm saying? It looks like it, but hey, who knows? They might get railed in the ass while they're at the house. Who knows? You know what I mean? They might be whores. I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they are. But when you see them out in public, they don't look like that. You know what I mean? So, and then you got the sisters over here. You know what I mean? Dressing,
What CT would you say? Okay, let's say a 14-year-old kid ain't looking at her because she's 60, which I think you're wrong because she's good enough from a distance. What do you think about 14-year-old girls that are gonna look at her as a role model, dressing like that?
They're definitely impressionable. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm more worried. I'm telling you, it's the kids. It's like, folks, we're fucking kids up. Women, I know, I get it. I'm a dog. I'm the guy that was a side dude to married women in the workplace. I can't throw stones, but I'm going, God damn it, there weren't any kids knowing anything about it. It just wasn't. We're doing shit in the face of kids now. It's like, yikes. Woo, we ain't gonna get away with it. It ain't gonna happen.
That's what it is.
We're energizing them too much. We're energizing these young kids too much. They don't even have a chance to think about math, English, and science. You know, there ain't nothing as powerful as goddamn sex, man. Why do you think in third world countries, when people say in Rio de Janeiro they have nude beaches? I'm going, yeah, they have nude beaches because they wanted them to run nude, so they didn't worry about governing themselves, dumbass. The more sexual freedoms you give people, the more they're easily controlled with abusive governments and economics. Just give them their flesh, and it's a form of hush money, kind of. You know, you just like let them have their flesh, and hey, nobody says much about anything. Hell, it's the oldest trick in the book, man. But yeah, nah, it's hilarious that I'm glad it became an issue, though. I'm glad it came to the fore as an issue, though. I think it's, you know, I still say I'm not hearing anybody worrying about the kids that are following her or lusting after her or following her. It's like, yeah, I'm just like, you know, we're not getting away with it. It's like when Questions Upon It says women can dress how they want. I'm going, they sure can. And if they destroy the society, you're saying, so be it. Or does Questions Upon It wish that women would not destroy culture? Because if you say they can dress however they want, that's going to be destroying culture. So you're saying to hell with culture and let the new culture develop what may. Now, there's people that would think that the kids are going to be okay, CT. There's a lot of people that think that. They do. There's a lot of people that wouldn't, that would think, oh, this is okay. This is just people being a little too nosy and busybody. Everything's going to be fine. There's people that think that. You ain't gonna put the nudity woman in the face of a culture and get away with keeping that culture the same. It ain't gonna happen.
No, not at all.
Now the Bible says the devil has come down unto you with great wrath, knowing that he only has a short time left. He's filling the jails with you. Filling the jails with you now. He's taking your babies from you under all kind of false pretenses. He got you now so hateful of your men. I understand, sisters. It's justified. Bunch of damn dogs. How in the hell could you be a man and lay with your own daughter?
What?
How could you be a man and lay with your granddaughter, your niece, or even fondle your nephew?
Wait.
What has happened? What has happened to you?
Let's get to the point, Farrakhan.
He's made us all deviate. We're in the choir now.
You're talking about the black church. Oh.
Hey, they're trying to have a twisting contest, CT.
Yeah, he's talking about like the black church, how it's feminine like the men. Yeah,
they're trying to have a twisting contest. They can twist harder than the women.
We're in the pulpit now. He has made us all deviate. Here you walking with that thong in your behind. And now it's the ass shaking contest. Yes, you know what I'm saying. It ain't a brain moving contest. It's an ass shaking contest. And you want to be the new winner. Don't look at me like I'm saying something foul with your foul ass self. know it's rough. I know it's rough. Damn it, but you better hear it from me because there's something coming.
Vanta with the 2 pounds says, see why Africa sold these weak bloodlines, CT. Ah, shut up. There we go.
Behind me. Well, I never heard a man of God talk like that. You ain't never met a man of God. There was a time, sisters, when your underwear wouldn't be pleasing on a clothesline that your neighbor could see.
Oh, really?
Do you remember them days? You're damn right you do, but you're forgetting today. Your drawers is all out in the public now. I can see the line of your panties now.
ACT, if he was around right now, he would make it what he's saying. You know what I mean? He would have to preach like Jamal Bryant. Hey man, let me show you show that ass.
He still talks like this, man, even to this day, man. It's just that it's just that he has the Nation of Islam is a small group of people compared to
Your breast line, neckline cut so low, your breast damn near falling out. How in the hell can a man think a sane thought with something tied up in your crotch? And you know damn well where his eyes are. Ain't one of you dumb. You just low down. You're not dumb. You've deviated from God. And damn it, you either come back or you die like you are. You come out and meet me with clothes on. But how does the city see you tomorrow? Damn
I was talking about
hypocrisy. You like showing your behind.
They do.
You're damn right I'm gonna teach that truth. Because I tell you, I'm sick of it and I'm sick of you. And if you don't clean up, I'm throwing you back in that filth that's out there, because that's what you're bringing in here, and that got to get the hell up out of here. Some of you bow tie wearing niggas, low life niggas, you can't wait to get one of these and destroy their morals when they're trying. Ah, damn it, I'd rather have one or two with me. To hell with the rest of you. If that's what you want, then you go where you're happy. If you like it in the filth, go and bury yourself in the filth, because that's where they're going to find you. Clean it up. I don't know that you will or you.
Brave, what's the difference between what he's saying and what I say?
No, it sounds pretty good to me. It sounds pretty like-minded to me.
Did he not call his own people the N-words, right?
He did, yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure we were all.
Oh, he called him, and he didn't. He wasn't playing when he said it. He damn near said ER. Damn near felt like you wanted to say ER.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
So I think you pulled that.
Now, when I say it, or when, like, for example, John Galt says it, why are we threatened and condemned? But Farrakhan said it. Think about it, Brave. It's just a picking and choosing.
Yeah, well, it's what we do as a herd. We're so wrapped up in hush money, and money makes the difference. That, you know, when somebody who's famous or a celebrity says it, and then there's just a low-level celebrity, a frontline celebrity like yourself or John Galt. That don't count. You got to be big-time celebrity to say that shit and not be called out on it. That's what it is.
Hey, Antoine, I'm not bringing people up in the car, man, but salute to you, buddy. Positivity's coming your way, bro.
Talk that now. But what will be the voice in your ear tonight? Your days are numbered. I don't care how high you are. I don't give a damn. Because God is no respecter of persons. He'll bust our behind right on down, because he don't need one of us. God damn it, we either get it cleaned up or get the hell on out of here.
I wonder what he's thinking these days. I wonder what he's thinking these days, because they sure did not clean it up. And they didn't get the hell on out.
He's using a religious factor, so that's probably why they're gonna listen to him than rather, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what
he's throwing out the Bible, he's throwing out this and that, he's throwing out whatever the hell else he's throwing out, and you just say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just say it from how you see it, and I think how Be Brave and how I see it too up here. But you know, so if you start throwing out the Bible and throwing out religion and throwing out stuff like that, they'll probably listen to you too. You know what I mean?
All right, here we go.
I don't like these clothes that you all is wearing. Why the hell should I have to keep teaching you? As though you all never heard this? How could you parade yourself before the world with them damn low-cut jeans?
But you know the crazy part about Farrakhan, he's not talking to his congregation. His congregation already dresses the part. He's basically talking to the overall population of blacks. He's not talking to his congregation. His congregation dresses nice. They dress modest.
You're talking to your overall audience. You're talking to the people who need to hear it. He's talking to the people that need to hear it. You know what I mean? You know, like it's gonna trigger some people, but you know, it is what it is. You know, but you're not talking to people that, you know, you got a lot of people in the chat agreeing with you. You got a lot of people disagreeing with you. That the disagreeers that's who you're talking to. You know what I mean? They like it is, you know, like I said, it's if you start throwing out the Bible and verses, they'll listen to you. They'll probably listen to you then, or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Your stomach out and your behind protruding and talk about it's all right. I'm a MGT. Who the hell said so?
What's an MGT?
MGT is the paramilitary wing of that's the female organization within the Nation of Islam. Those are the women who they pretty much train themselves to teach the word, to uphold the teachings of the whatever was in the Nation of Islam, be modest, teach other women to be modest and clean, to live out this life of, I guess, righteousness in a nutshell.
Oh,
yeah. Here we go. Twan says, I love the video, CT. It made me remember when I was a jitterbug in church. This was my pastor. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Y'all know that men love looking at women's behinds. We made that way.
He ain't lying about that.
Sure ain't.
That's what I said earlier today.
You had to pardon me while I walk and talk. But you ain't no dummies. I'm not talking to no stupid woman up in here. That's why you like to uncover your behind, so that men can get a good look at it. And the booty call has been made. You like wearing them damn little short little dresses and whatnot. Sit down in the damn thing right up to your hip. Man trying to preach the gospel, looking up into that. Stop his preaching in a second. We ain't made to look at that and be the same. But a man of God should be able to do that. Hell, find me one. I'm trying to be a man of God, but don't do that to me. And that's why the Holy Quran said, lower your gaze.
Man, he's saying the same things that I said earlier today, man. You can't have no first lady up in no goddamn church or outside the church representing herself to look like a whore. What do you think we're going to look at as men? We're going to look at that like at least
when I first seen that video, I seen all them lines and where it went to. All them lines went to one spot.
Went to her coochie.
Yeah. It went, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying, lines right to the spot, then I paid attention to everything else. You know what I mean?
Went to her
like,
coochie.
People kind of keep it real. Like at least, and like you said, it's just, I don't know. You just
the fun part of this too is they designed the dress for that eye to lead your eye there.
Yes.
So I mean, you got a pastor's wife. Just put a design on the dress.
Put an arrow. You might as well put arrows there. You know what I mean? All the lines turned into arrows, and
might as well have just put arrows there and get it out of your system. Yeah. No, so
and if they're gonna make it to where it damn near look like her flesh, so shit, just put some see-through shit on. Might as well. Yeah, you already. It looks like it gives a perception of you got see-through on anyways. Damn near everybody thought it was see-through when they first seen it until they started. It's mesh. It's mesh. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you notice they don't wear on these yoga pants. You'll notice you'll never see a woman with flesh-colored yoga pants on because it just looks too naked, and it's already up the crack of her ass. So basically,
here soon the church. Well, shit, his church might turn into a strip club here soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but you notice they don't put flesh-colored yoga pants out. There's a reason. Flesh-colored. You don't need flesh-colored clothes. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? That's crazy. That's great. Yeah. So but you know we. Thank you, lovely ladies. It's like I say, that modern women, nothing but fucking regular old pigs now. 80% of them, nothing but pigs. They think like pigs, dress like pigs, talk like pigs. Shit. So, it's up to men to fucking get back on the horse and say, wait a minute, hold on, darling. Tell them what's up as men. They'll listen. I know they will. Way more than men are willing to try it. Men are just afraid to try it. They're afraid to try it. But
here we go.
These are the ornaments or adornments of the female given to her by God as an adornment. And Allah says to you, you should cover your adornment. Why should you cover this and this? Because you don't want to attract some low-minded, dog-minded man to you. You are made to believe that only if you pull off your clothes will a man become interested in you. No. When you pull off your clothes, the man becomes interested not in you, but in your adornments. And when he get tired of your adornment, he'll find somebody else's. But you are not this.
Go ahead, Bray. What say you about that?
No, there's nothing else to, I mean, it's just what it is. A woman's nudity is very powerful, man. Shit, fucking, it's magic. Any man, all a man's got to do is just process what goes through your mind when your girl's taking her clothes off. Just do that. That's how you know.
If you see a woman, if you walk in, you see a woman, any man sees a woman out in public, and it looks like they're naked, they're gonna look no matter what the woman looks like, basically. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna, whether you're looking to be like, oh, that's disgusting, or you're looking to be like, damn, that's fine. You know what I mean? It's in our nature to do it. You know what I mean? And when someone is wearing some sexual shit like that, especially like I said, like we've been saying up here with where it leads to on the dress, you know what I mean? We're not thinking about, oh, it's you know what I mean? We're thinking about shit. Let me you know what I'm saying? I want to see what else. What you know what I'm saying? Let me, you know what I'm saying? I want to get it. You feel me? Let me fuck something. You know what I mean? That's
or even if it's a fleeting thought, it's unhealthy. It's like, come on. Why don't you you're dressed in this guy's married. He's supposed to be trying to be faithful to his wife. What do you want to do that to him for? Why do you want to do that to that man?
And initially, like I agree, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who said it, but it's on him. You know what I mean? Yeah, she could have said, hey, look, don't you think it's inappropriate? She probably picked it out. He probably up there saying this and that. Yeah, you bought it. She picked it out and you just ran with it. He's the one that should have been like, no, man, you ain't wearing that shit. You know what I mean? Go cover up. But
my money says their wife swap.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I do. If you want your wife as a pastor, they're doing all kinds of shit behind them closed doors. They're doing all kinds of shit behind them closed doors. He's got his girls and she's got her men and shit. They're just rolling in the cash. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing there to, if you're showing your woman that much, you're not thinking of her as your woman or your better half or the thing that you want to spiritually be connected with. And you're wanting to show your woman like that. She's a piece of goddamn meat. You're using her as a piece of meat for whatever reason, But shit, man. Nah. It ain't good. That's what I said. And again, I'm saying.
And it was.
Go ahead, Brad.
Well, that's what I say, women. I don't. You ask a lot of women with their risky clothes, and they will not. Like our dear friend questions upon her. She says a woman should be able to wear whatever they want. I'm just going, could you finish the statement? And that is, a woman should be able to wear whatever she wants, even if it changes culture drastically. Just finish that statement, and I'll be happy with you. But don't just say a woman should be able to wear what she wants and leave it at that. Because that means you're trying to sit there in a sneaky way imply that everything's just fine. Well, no, it's not. When that woman goes half naked in public, we're going to change.
Sexist. Push the woman back. That is in Islamic society. That is in Jewish culture. That is in Christian culture. A woman can bring you your savior, but she can't represent him. She can give him birth, but she can't preach. You use women and you level them to a position that you can control them, or I and we as men can control them. But you don't understand, when you oppress a woman, you oppress a nation. When you beat down a woman, you beat down a nation. When you uplift a woman, you uplift yourself and an entire people. Beloved brothers and sisters, women all over the world are suffering.
There's not a society on the earth in which women have the freedom that God intended for them to have. I have to give credit to the communists and the socialists, for they have opened the way in their societies for women to advance more so than Christian, more so than Muslim, more so than Jew.
Oh, Brave, do you believe this?
Yeah. People that are that's what's sad. That's why they had to destroy the old Democrats. That's why they had to hang blue-haired liberals around the necks of the old Democrats. Because the old Democrats were very much of, hey, wait. The old Democrats were very much to say, hey, wait, women are humans. Stop. They're humans. Stop. In the workplace, she's working. That don't mean you get to slap her on the ass because she's your piece of meat. And the education of women, safe workplaces, housing for widows and children, everything old Democrats were about. And then they hung the blue-haired liberals around the neck of the Democrats. Now everybody's sick of the Democrats. That's not an accident. It's not an accident. The old Democrats were very, very willing to let a woman become herself and be decent and ride.
And yet we claim to have the revealed religion, but some of us won't let a woman in a mosque. I've been in your society. That's right. The men in the mosque and the women in the courtyard bowing their face down in the dirt. This is the woman that bears your nation. This is the woman that brings your future and molds your future, and you got her out in the dirt talking about how enlightened you are. You don't want women to become masters of the Torah, masters of the gospel, masters of the Quran. Why not? If the woman is going to shape the destiny of the world, then why shouldn't she master God's word since she's the feeder of the children? That's what.
Go ahead, Brave.
That's what I've always told these crazy ass men. That's the other half of life, man. What are you talking about controlling her like a fucking dog? That's the other half of life. And it makes no sense. I mean, I understand they have a lot of power, and with their nudity, they can be mystifying. It doesn't matter. They're still got to be free. Even if they take us down. People talk about taking the vote away from the women. What? Shut up. Just shut up. These desperate attempts at fucking talking about what we're supposed to do with women, just basically just tell them to act like ladies and leave it at that. There's nothing, a good woman, damn it, I tell you, man, what would I do? Hit the lottery every time I got with a woman for any length of time? Even if I didn't want to be in a serious relationship, the girls I was with, they were just sweethearts, man. You didn't need to control them. They were just, when a woman wants a man, she does things to do things to challenge him. You don't need to control her. As far as like if she's out on a limb and she's thinking like, okay, your woman's, oops, she wants to go naked in public. Not only at that point do you correct her, but you got to really look a little deeper and say, oops, maybe she's just that way in her heart and I can't change it. You might have to keep an eye out for that. But once a woman is crazy and she shows you, but if they don't ever show you she's crazy, that woman needs complete freedom, man. You don't sit there and this is my house, she'll do as I say. I couldn't even imagine saying that to a female, not getting her input on matters of home and hearth and home. What? It's crazy. What he's saying is exactly true. I mean, but then they can go easily, but they're free. So that's where they go too far, and it's just a little. You kick the door down and you let them free, and right on the other side of that door is a ledge. You kick that door down, and the momentum of kicking that door down, women had they build up momentum, they kicked that fucking door down and they went right over the fucking edge. They didn't kick the door down and stop, but right over the fucking edge into stupid fucking culture, stupid fucking flesh. That's what happened.
Warren's comment.
Let me see it here.
Yeah.
No, not really did have any, they didn't.
The NOI.
Oh, the NOI. Okay.
Yeah.
The NOI really did have Negroes in check. The FBA hasn't done or even thought about accomplishing half of the NOI of the NOI has accomplished. Yeah, I agree with it. I think that I don't care about their hatred of Whitey, even if it's not hatred or it's suspicion or keeping an eye out. Blacks would have been a lot better off if they listened to more Nation of Islam principles, because they would have understood the value of family and the kids and given the kids a peaceful atmosphere to grow up in, man. Mom and dad don't need to be fighting. Mom don't need to be tough. They need to see dad sitting there. They need to see mom saying, let's go ask your father. That shit goes a long way, man. Let's go ask your father. Shit, that goes a long way. That's the kind of stuff kids are supposed to see, man. But yeah, no, Nation of Islam, I don't, they probably they're not popular because, Christianity, white Christianity's dying too. So
yeah, agreed.
Going down the drain too. So I mean, all I'm saying, folks, is just it's going to change the culture. So I could be full of shit. Maybe it'll just be completely okay. Sex is out in the open, everything's fine, and humans are fucking just humans. But I just the one thing that sex being out in the open is going to destroy is the family structure. And I'm saying I don't think we're going to get away with that. That's what I don't care how, what, or where. We're not going to get away from mom, dad, kids as a culture. We're not going to do away with that and get away with it. That's where we're going to turn humans into nothing but automatons and atomized individuals that are confused and scratching for holy hell to think their way through life. It's not going to happen. And that's where women are playing the part right now. They're taking the culture down. They're destroying the family. Women don't understand that they're destroying the family. Look at them fucking sleeves. They tattoos on their whole fucking arm now. You'll see a lot of women. They have them tattoo sleeves.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. Yeah.
God. Who do you think? You think your husband wants to look at that shit? Okay, if he's a fucking biker, But I mean, your husband that, just wants to go to work and come home and have a family. Oh yeah, go get a sleeve. No, I'll tell you what, a lot of these women went and got that and told their husband, I dare you to say something about it. So, I mean, just these little things women are doing. We're not going to make it out.
I've seen this clip too from back in the day.
Change the woman's garment first. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught us that the woman and her dress can cause us to understand the degree of civilization and refinement of that people, and it can cause us to see what type of civilization that she represents. Anytime we see a black woman in a mini dress, or skirt halfway up her thigh, which does not permit our beautiful black sister to sit down in comfort without men ogling at her beauty. This style, Messenger Muhammad teaches us, and the world of our kind bears witness, is an indecent style. It promotes filth and indecency. Therefore, Messenger Muhammad is a man who recognizes the indisputable fact that the black man can never be respected until the black woman is respected. For the black woman is the mother of civilization. And if our women are corrupt and cheap, she's going to produce a corrupt and cheap future for us. We don't want our women whistled at. We don't want men winking at our women, patting on our women, feeling on our women, disrespecting our women. Muhammad wants the black man to rise up as a man and respect and protect the black woman. But the black woman must be in a position to demand that respect but she must first be self-respecting. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad asks all black women, whether you're in the nation of Islam or out of it, lower the hem of your gown. Put on clothes, my dear sisters, that dignify you. You're such a beautiful creature. You don't have to show off the beauty of your form, because showing off the beauty of your form will attract a man to you in an indecent way. And when a man marries you for the beauty of your physical form, you must remember, my dear sisters, that time works on everything. And what was a beautiful form today may not necessarily be so beautiful tomorrow. So, if you gained a man by the beauty of your form, then when you lose that form, you may lose that man. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, cover yourself. And if you're going to attract a man, attract him on the basis of your decency, your righteousness, the nobility of your character, the majesty of your wisdom. And so in Islam, we cover the woman first because she is first. But the black man can wear a conventional dress as long as he's not way out. We don't like the styles that the white man is dressing the black man up in as a clown. He used to laugh at us and call us little black Sambo and show us all the different strange colors that Sambo used to wear and the stripes that Sambo used to wear. Now he dresses you up like Sambo, and you walking around with one red pant, one green pant, one blue this, one polka dot that. He's making a fool of you in the eyes of intelligent, civilized society.
Go ahead, Brave. This is go ahead. The same thing. Oh, real quick. Crown Reese with the CT. You are the truth. I totally agree with you. Salute. Go ahead, Brave.
Yeah, no, that's what the fashion industry is doing. The latest thing I noticed with men is look at the elastic tied around the ankle sweatpants and pants that men are wearing, and then as it goes up, it turns baggier. It gives men the appearance of having fucking hips.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing with that shit, folks. People think, oh, it's just the fashion industry. No, it's not, man. Fashion is the flow of a culture.
Yeah,
are you crazy? They're making men, stupid fucking men, look like they got hips, and you think that's an accident? Get the hell out of here with that shit. And the women, you know, the women, it's just what they're wearing now and what they think they're getting away with. You know, that's what I say. It's do you think there's any reversing at CT? I don't think we're going to reverse it, old buddy. I think women are going to take us right to where they take us with their whore hearts.
Yeah. It's no reversing it. The more we get secular, it's no reversing it. No.
Yeah, I think that's why I say when young men say, "Well, there's just nothing to do. These women out here in large numbers are crazy." I'm going, yeah, well, as long as you know that, quit acting like there's none of them, though. There are women that are crazy that you can straighten out. You can. Yeah. You can. It's just that there's so many men that are emasculated that they're not hearing men go, hey, wait a minute. That ass belongs to me. I don't want other men to look at it. Even if it's a humorous thing, you know, tell her.
Right.
Titty's mine. What you got it halfway out for? That's my titty. But men can't say shit to their women. And I'm saying
not anymore.
These women will listen. I'm telling you, man, I'm not just bragging. God damn it. The women that I told to loosen up their clothes when I got with them, they did it immediately. It wasn't even a fight or nothing. They just said, okay. Never a word of disagreement or nothing. I'm telling you, these women are, if a man is treating them real well, and if that woman wants that man, she'll take all that horse shit out. She'll take them fucking piercings out. She won't get any more tattoos. She'll probably regret getting tattoos that she has for you. But men won't try it. They're afraid. They're emasculated. They're afraid of them. So the modern social media has men afraid of women. Fucking weirdos. Stupid fucking punk ass man. Have your woman out there walking around fucking half nude and you don't dare say anything about it. What the hell kind of existence is that? I don't think there's any reversing it, CT. I don't. I think women are free, and the power that they have with their flesh is going to take us. I mean, I don't know much about the Bible. Doesn't the Bible talk about destruction because of the pursuit of flesh or something like that? Or I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
And who's got the flesh that leads people to hell? The female. They ain't nothing like it. That slim, trim, curvy thing start fucking taking her clothes off. Like Farrakhan said, you better turn your head, because if you don't, you're sure gonna look and drool, you know. And the sad part about it is look how many men are trying to have marriages, and then these women are dressed like that in their face in the workplace and shit like that. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be reversed.
Well, Brave, on that note, I'm gonna wrap it up. So thanks for coming over, bro.
You're very welcome, buddy. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
See you later, CT.
Absolutely. See you. I'm gonna get up out of here, guys. Karri says, "Be Brave" has the first live avatar on CT's channel and his ad as well. Guys, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, guys. Peace.